Did I have you all worried?
Anyway, it says we're live. We are alive.
Oh, good evening, everybody. How are you today?
Fine, I've got money in my pocket because I've got no Valentine's to spend on. That's great.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. The best time to go on the poll is from the 15th of February onwards.
I had to laugh. I was in the little Marks and Sparks at Leeds train station earlier on, and this bloke was clearly desperately scouting for the last remaining bouquets in Marks and Sparks at the train station. That's planning. That's planning.
Not the only one. I know somebody else who'd not remembered his missus's V-Day present. Did you have to give a present out today, Mark? I can't think why.
I don't know what you mean.
Anyway, welcome everybody to this evening's thing. At the moment, we have a black square for Ed. He's obviously not quite ready yet, so I'll remove him and let him join when he's ready to join.
He's never ready.
He's probably sat on the pot.
Delightful.
Bless him. We've already got some hellos, little history.
We've got lots of hellos.
First in the comments, by the look of it. Blue Harvest, he was the worst. Oliver's here. Hello, Oliver. I saw you earlier today. I did. You didn't get by me. Ben's here. Little history's still here. Now, I'm going to ask you a favour, please. If you come on later or in the chat at all, please don't mention the favour that I've done you, because I'm going to be doing the same thing but other channels at some point.
Yes.
And I'd like to keep it so that I know where it's coming from. I think you'll understand. I think you should understand that. Okay?
He wants to know where it's coming from.
I genuinely don't.
I want to know at a later date when I look back at sales where those customers have come from. So I know you're grateful. Please don't mention it tonight. Andy has said evening. He couldn't say it on live, apparently. Well, I'm good. How's everyone else?
Benjamin!
All right.
I think there's my friend Neil as well. All the way from California.
I'm ready.
Ooh.
We're all ready.
Sure.
Still hey.
I've got big boxes from.
I can't wait.
3D printing with little history. Fantastic.
Yeah. I don't need to get my 3D printer now. It's there.
I am motion pictures. I think this one's come from you, Mark.
Yes, that's Neil.
Is that Neil? Okay.
That's a Hollywood director.
Hello, Neil. Okay.
I'm liking his acronym.
And Neil, you would love Gareth's shop.
EMP.
You used to love my shop in Morley, so when you come over again, we're going down
to your shop.
Right, okay.
Not going down on Gareth.
No. It's a him.
Mario.
Me. He gets that all the time.
Where else?
Everybody hates it.
Hello, Joshy. How are you, sir?
Don't feed him after me.
Valentine's watching three blokes talking nothing better. Sounds
Happy
good.
Valentine's, everybody. I bought a Valentine's card this year for the first time in about forever.
Give it to yourself.
Mark's in there with his Nightbots.
Oh, do I need to turn it off?
It might be worth it. It seems as this is a monetized channel now. It might be worth it.
Yeah, sorry.
Good evening, Ty. Happy Easter.
Yeah,
Easter.
It is early
it's not far off.
Stuck inside.
Perhaps this early.
Oh, damn it.
Well, hopefully you were busy with the wife. Seems that it's Valentine's.
I have a question.
Loaded a video, sorry.
Ask it.
Eve, hello.
Loki, hi.
I know what this is.
They have mini eggs in the small cardboard boxes gone. Where are they? I like.
When will I next be doing a live stream?
Did they used to be cardboard boxes?
And they used to do little cardboard boxes of them, and now they are nowhere to be seen. All you can get is the big plastic bags of them. I'm shocked. I'm shocked and dismayed. Surely it's more eco-friendly to have your chocolatey eggs in small cardboard containers than in plastic containers.
It possibly is, but I can't remember ever seeing them in cardboard boxes.
No?
No.
Used to get them all the time.
So, hello, Mrs. Blue Harvest Toys of the Future.
Fallout. Right. Where am I?
Hey, Mark Nate says Si. I mean, next to be on a live stream. I think he's just looking that up for you.
He's in a live stream now.
Yeah, he's in a live stream now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When am I next to a live stream? Now!
Manic Miner has booted up.
Now! Do it now!
You're late, sir.
I am.
You're getting
Fashionably late.
Fashionably.
your knuckles for this.
I'm allowed to arrive late.
You should have said, a miner is never late. He arrives precisely when he means to.
Yeah, but that could be construed as so many wrong ways.
Hello, EMP.
That's
Is that the little book of
movie look?
Is that the little book of the popular 80s home micro?
Good. Glad you are. Rudy says good evening.
I've got such a good color here.
Oh, the visual companion. Yeah. I've got that.
Yeah.
I've got such a good idea.
Which is quite unsurprising, really.
We will do this, yes.
Hey guys, it's Zombie Hunter.
Definitely.
Vipers, all right. Happy Valentine's Day. The stream. Well, none of us have got anything better.
I should have opened my wine.
Evening, Jumpy says hello to all.
Hey.
Jumpy.
Yes, I think we covered that.
Happy Valentine's Day. Just saying.
Hellos to each other. Hellos to each other. Hellos to each other. We've got a share of a channel. Fantastic, Rolando.
Yeah, go on, Rolando. Do it.
Another. Don't forget Little Histories. Although after this week, all my viewers probably know about Little History. Yes, in the Works Canteen. Oh, yeah. Lateness is greatness. You are great, Eddie. Ed.
Well, I don't like to blow my own trumpet. Well, mainly because I fall off the bed when I try.
That's Josh's channel. Oh, we haven't said it yet. He hasn't.
He's.
I don't. I don't need. Which incidentally is available on the Vaults of Icon merchandise store.
Oh, really? Well, that's a
Seamless plug.
Oh, all right. I can't say mine. But yeah.
Thank you, Rolando. You are a
Well,
diamond.
see, Matt, that's what you get for turning up late at Cosmic Council, Mark. See, if you're one of the founding members, you could get away with it.
Oh, it's like that, is it?
So I watch half an hour on each of your channels, if you wish.
If you wish.
Yes,
If you wish.
by all means.
Well, I mean, I think we need to. I think we need to have words with the Grand Cosmic. Going out the inner circle for his first foray.
Yes.
That's not to be mentioned, please.
We're not mentioning it.
I did want to have words about that.
It's a bit of a
Well,
liberty.
the thing is, had I done it,
No. But
had I done it within circle,
Talk to the hand.
whoever I would have gone to first, the other two would have been,
Yeah.
well, why did you pick them and not me? So
You should have
now
gone-
that's not an issue.
You should have gone to yourself first.
Anyway, moving
I've only
on.
known you 25
What have you
years.
been up to this week?
This what?
What's everybody been up to this week?
Nothing.
I went to this toy shop.
Driving,
Friday.
mainly.
That was last week.
Yeah, well, that's a week. That's a week. I bought this dinosaur.
Dinosaur. Oh, someone was asking me today how much the big orange dinosaur in the window was.
Dinosaur.
But they actually called it a dino. Not even a dino. A dino.
Dino.
A dinosaur.
Mm.
Okay.
Yes, Stuck Inside has been to the shop this week. He bought some Lego because he saw it via early access as a member.
He bought some Legos.
Cool.
Yes, he did buy some Lego. He was
Ben's been
telling me
working.
the
What
other
did he
day.
tell you about it?
He did, yes. Stuck told me about it the other day.
Hello, Steve. It's the Aussie
It's
Steve.
all right.
Don't worry about being
People on the panel are always late, so
You've not missed anything. You've not missed anything.
I'm going to make sure that the next. I'm going to be even later now for the next Cosmic Council. I'm going to milk this. Don't
I
you?
have been here since 7 o'clock.
Oh, that's your own fault. That's your own fault.
Well, I was recording. I was recording a Transformers video.
What do you know about Transformers?
Nothing. That's why I'm doing a video.
Nothing.
I actually say in the video I don't know anything.
You're sharing your vast experience and knowledge of collecting Transformers, everyone.
So I don't go through the list of G1s.
Stay in your
I'll
lane.
say that we need to do a live stream, and I need to get a Transformers expert on.
Did you get me? Did you get?
So if you know one,
did you see the reply? Did you see the reply I sent you over the Diaclone D95?
No, because my phone's been up there for the last hour and a half.
Right, yeah, you need to check that. I laugh at your eBay listing. Check the link out that I sent you.
I've got grandstand converters that are just like them.
Okay. Yeah, I've the link I've sent you. It's a third of the price that's on eBay.
Nice, sounds about right.
Well,
All right.
So
if you actually click the eBay link, it also suggests one which is a hell of a lot cheaper than the one that Mark had shared to us.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Don't trust eBay. Don't trust eBay.
It
For
sounds
price.
like Battlehawk syndrome.
Who wants to buy it for my birthday then? It's like
Bite yourself.
a week on Saturday.
Bite yourself. Treat yourself. For your birthday.
hello.
DJ. Yeah. Well,
We're going to get
it was
main topic, I think.
for a long.
Otherwise, we'll just be chin wagging and nobody's going to know what we're talking about. Not that that's new. Not that.
Show it then.
So, this week's topic, we all love collecting as toys. That goes to show behind us. Apart from Andy, of course, he doesn't have anything except wallpaper behind him. But we know that he likes to collect his vintage toys. But everybody's got more than just the one passion. What's yours? I'm going to start with Mark. Mark, what do you like?
Oh, come on. I have to say that.
Yeah, outside of, and don't be going in the bedroom area. We don't want to know what you get.
Well, I've moved all the toys into there. Yes.
Besides toys, figures, your comics and whatnot. What else do you have an interest in?
Right. Well, do you want a list? Because I've got
I will
plenty.
pop you on the larger side of the screen.
No,
There we are.
no. It's not pretty.
Tell us.
It's not clever. Well, I've got my 3D printer when it's plugged in.
Yeah.
I love printing 3D prints out. My drone. I like flying my drone. I like books. I've got a bookshelf there, a bookshelf down here, a bookshelf there. You can see, full of guidebooks about toys and other things, and I just love reading about toys. I don't need a Transformers book. But I do get guidebooks.
It's a good one.
Related to toys. Also, I collect vinyl as well.
Ooh.
Oh, shiny.
I've got 3 boxes down there full.
Can I touch it? Ooh.
Yeah.
You like a bit of vinyl?
I've got the poster. I need to put that up. Oh, Mondo. Very expensive Mondos. I do want the Mondo of that, but that is just too expensive. That I got fairly cheap, really, for what it's worth. But yeah, film soundtracks, movie soundtracks. Raiders of the Lost Ark, obviously. Everything movie wise. I've got all the Star Wars. But it's all got to be on vinyl.
Cool.
Love it.
Anything else? Any other hobbies?
Not really. Just
Historical.
YouTube just takes up my whole life. Basically,
Do you not do gaming at all, Mark?
You are
very rarely.
Really?
Oh, thank you.
You pick up a large arcade machine over your right shoulder, sir.
What are they? Oh, yeah. It's just there. It's I just keep the Star Wars one on for the sound effects, to be honest with you. My hobby's nostalgia. Yeah. I've got PlayStation 5, PlayStation 3, got a Mega Drive. I'm hoping to have a Spectrum soon. Oh, said it. Yeah. DVDs. I like collecting DVDs as well of old TV shows. I collect everything, really.
Oh, that was supposed to be just me. Sorry. I'm changing that now. Cosmic Timer. There we go.
What 3D printer do I have? An Ender.
An Ender. Is it an Ender 3?
Couldn't tell you. I'll say yes. It's just one of the cheaper ones. But I would like. I only bought it because I thought, will I use it? And I do now and again. But I would like to get a better one. But it's all right for now. It's same with the drone. I thought, would I use it? And I do use it quite a bit. I would like to get a better drone. But that's fine for now. I've got the license for the bigger ones as well. I've got the license to fly those as well.
What do you need a license for these days? How big can you go without having a license?
Nothing. No, you can't. You've got, for a proper drone with a camera, you've got to have a license.
Okay, interesting.
Tomb Raider remastered. That'd be nice.
I've heard people's already complaining about this. Apparently, it's sexist.
People complaining?
It is living long. All right then. Okay, Andy, I'm going to flip over to you. What's outside of the toy collecting world are your passions?
Well, you got to read that. It's back to front, isn't it?
Quasar Elite.
Yeah. I never actually had one. Got it on an auction a while ago. Do you remember Serious Fun with a Laser Gun?
Done it once.
Used to play it all the time. Haven't played it for years. The last time I played it, I was congratulated by all the children running around me, and I couldn't walk for about a week because I was pretending that I was still young enough to actually have functional knees to hide behind things. It didn't really work out so well. So when I was younger, Quasar I definitely loved because it was the news you could get running around with a laser gun in real life and not get sued for it. So that was great. I also did a spot of this.
Bowling. Okay.
Bowling.
Again, something I've done once.
Well, I was in. I went to university the second time. I was actually in the university bowling team. I wasn't like a clever high up spinning type bowler, but I turned up regularly, which was a bonus compared to most other people. And I played it recreationally, so I've got some little trophies from bowling leagues and stuff I've done in, but they don't seem to really happen around here so much. It was down when I was down near Sheffield that I used to do more of that. Get other stuff, general usual suspects, anything vaguely science fiction-y, spaceship-y, I'm into. Obviously, comics. Yeah, got a few graphic novels over there. So anything that's sort of, that way related and sort of offshooty, DVDs, Blu-rays coming out of my ears, which one day I'll have to do on a stream or something.
Sports on here, Benjamin.
yeah. Quasar was the one team I've ever been a captain of. So that was
have you done paintballing?
I have, and I have had the bruises to show for it. But
it's brilliant, isn't it?
I mean, I did enjoy it. In fact, I once did a paintball that had a predator in it, and you had to stay very, very still when the predator was nearby, otherwise you were eliminated. Odds were, and it was a proper full-on bloke in a full-on proper Predator outfit. It was impressive.
Was that when in Denby Dale?
I can't remember where it was now. You know, again, it was probably down around Sheffield somewhere.
Yeah.
I did a fun thing. Did any of you ever go to the Trocadero Centre? I don't know if it's still around, but at one point in the Trocadero Centre there was this alien experience where you could go in and you get shepherded round by a colonial space marine. And then at one point, as you work your way through this complex, an alien starts bursting out the wall at you, and you'll go screaming away from it, and then you just end up like back in normality. And there's people walking past going, why are they all screaming? So that was quite good. It was definitely an experience, and I got it because I won a competition in 2000 AD, bizarrely. So there you go.
Are you sure it was an alien experience and not the local vicar getting experimental with the green food dye?
Not unless there were face huggers involved.
I thought you said Asian experience. Thought you were going for a massage.
No freebies. No. What else? I've been a webmaster. Obviously, it worked. And still am to a certain extent because I just fixed the site so it actually displays again. And was also into my sort of Starfleet side of stuff, which was what the website was originally based upon, and then it sort of spread a little bit into other areas of nostalgia. But I was into it quite early, so my first website was up in sort of 96, 97, when it was still very, very sort of young and unusual to have one. Then obviously everyone else just sort of sprinted past me, and I was still doing it by hand rather than by using a database or a more clever tool. But that was just me. So yeah. All this good stuff. I do a bit of. I don't really do photography, but I take a reasonable picture. But I wouldn't call it an out and out hobby these days because obviously you just do it with your phone these days. So Okay. I think that's probably about me.
Oh, well, in that case, it's Mr. Ed, or should I call him Thomas Pappins?
Yes. So this evening I will be Tom Pappins, the purveyor of fine pastry tarts since 1927.
Okay.
I can recommend the jam tarts, although the lemon curd ones are quite nice as well. I wrote a list just in case I forgot.
You've done your homework, I didn't.
Right, here we go. Formula One. Just car mechanics, anything to do with aircraft, but sort of like World War II through Cold War aircraft, World War II history, Old West history. I love all to do with space, planets, cosmos. Sorry, not cosmic.
I'm good.
Dinosaurs, love dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs.
Obviously, that thing that someone keeps typing in the chat there's that in there as well. And other 80s micro home computers are available, just for for fairness. Toy wise and stuff, I suppose the stuff like Action Force, Black Series, odd Star Wars stuff. Definitely 80s music, TV, film, and then photography. I enjoy my hobby of photography, which you can view some of the photography that I take on my Instagram page and on my website, which you'll find at volksficon.com. No, yeah. So that, I don't know. I have many interests, but there's too many to name. And I love a good conspiracy theory. I love going down rabbit holes with conspiracy theories.
Totally.
But yeah,
he has to take off his foil hat every time he does a live stream.
It's what?
I said you have to take off your foil hat every time you're doing a live stream.
No, I've actually had one implanted now under my skin. That's why my hair stopped growing, because the tin foil is affecting the follicle growth. I've noticed that Andy's got a bit of a monk spot at the back as well when you bent over.
Wow, I can't say anything.
apart from Brillo pad Mark there.
No.
But yeah, that's
There we go.
those are my other interests.
Do you collect Dino Riders? Seems as you mentioned that you like dinosaurs.
Dino Riders. I recall them, but I never had any.
They're quite sought after these days, I believe.
They certainly are. Very breaky.
Mm.
Breaky.
Oh, and I need to mention as well, Rudy will be joining us at about 8:30.
Oh, right, okay. Well, I was just going to say there's someone sat in the chat, but I'm not going to let people on until we've done our table, and then they can join on and they can tell us what they want to think as well. Is that okay? Okay. Hence why Are you finished?
Yeah, I've done. Yeah, I've done.
Okay. Well,
Bag it up.
now linking.
It's you in it now.
What about you?
Yeah, you haven't done you.
Yeah,
no. Give me a chance. Give me a chance. Put the link in so that people can.
I'm going to have a brief stab at a guess. I think Godzilla's going to factor in there somewhere.
Because I consider that as part of toy collecting.
Yeah. Well, I didn't mention that, but that was quite a big thing for me at one point as well, of course.
What, Babylon 5? Don't leave home without it?
Yeah, because, it made me go to my first convention. That's why. I've only really been to 2 mind. And other things that call themselves Comic Cons. Ooh.
Put it away.
So yeah, once I've finished this, then others can come on and they can answer the same question, to be fair. Right, so you probably already know that I like painting Warhammer miniatures. That's one of the little hobbies. And some people will have seen in some live streams this week that I do also Lego. But again, they still kind of fit in that toy bracket. Now, Mark's already touched on this.
I see.
Another big passion of mine, vinyl. Vinyl.
John Williams, yes.
But we like classic stuff, don't we? I like a little bit of Maiden. And it's the artwork on the covers of those.
Yeah.
Even if the music wasn't any good, which it is, the artwork sells it. Timeless.
Yes.
Absolutely. If you do not listen to this, you cannot call yourself a proper British club. You need to have listened to this. It's amazing. Amazing. But I'm going
to start singing.
Ooh, no, we did that.
Not going to do it.
Picture discs. I'm a whore for picture discs. And that is a fantastic vinyl album as well. I don't know if everyone's heard it. Demons and Wizards by Heap. Amazing. I did bring that one up because I wanted to show you the actual vinyl on it. It's one I've got 2 copies of because I was bought one after already owning one. So I opened one up to listen to. The other one's still sealed. And it's Legend of Zelda, Hero of Time. It's the music from Ocarina. Ocarina of Time. You get artwork on the sleeve. That's Kokoriki Village. Or Kokoriko Village. I can't forget how you pronounce it, actually. But again, coloured vinyl. Splatter vinyl. Swirl vinyl. Oh, I love it all. I'm terrible for it. And that's a 2 vinyl one. The other one, I'll show you that as well because it is well worth looking at. That one, that's the Road to Death Mountain on the artwork. Dale likes a conspiracy theory. This one, I prefer the vinyl on that one as well. It's a piece of artwork all on its own.
It is.
So easily have that framed. And speaking of which, I do have 4 framed in the living room. And there will be more. But I'm trying to figure out a way to frame this one. Because the cover art is gorgeous. It had to be there, didn't it? It had to be there.
Yeah.
But then the sleeve sleeve art is also gorgeous.
Did you know that it's 42 years ago that Run to the Hills was released as a single?
Is it that long?
Yep.
That long?
Wow.
Just look at this.
Wow.
That's sex.
God. I think you might be doing it wrong if that's sex.
Is it sort of lenticular? Is it, or is it just?
No, I think the lenticular aspect is just the light hitting the.
Yeah.
But it's like translucent yellow with orange and red bursts running through it. Absolutely.
The vinyl press operator had blood splattered vomit while.
Now, I'd love to have that framed, but I want both of the vinyls out. I want the cover out, and I also want the sleeve out. So can you imagine the size of the frame? And how do you mount it without damaging the record? And that's not a dirty question. That's not a dirty question. What's on that? This one was one of my early vinyls that I bought, and I say early when I first got my record player. And yeah, I was sold on. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of Arian. Mark's showing off one of it.
Hello.
Gorgeous, gorgeous. This was bright red vinyl, and I was sold on this without even having heard them. They were described as metal and red vinyl, so I was already halfway sold. And then it says narrated by Tom Baker. And I was like, ooh, I'm going to have a bit of that. And when I did a bit of research, because I really enjoyed it, it felt like a totally different story. It's a little bit of a Romeo and Juliet story, to be fair. But it's a spiritual successor to War of the Worlds. It's like telling a story through music and whatnot. And full cast, it's really, really good. So I enjoyed it. So I looked into them, and they do more. And the one that everyone seemed to be raving about was this one, Electric Castle Live. Well, Electric Castle and Others Tales. And I ordered the live one. It was the only one I could find in stock at the time. It's gold vinyl, but when I was listening to it, I'm like, I recognise the sound of that narrator. And I recognise his voice. It's John Delancey. Cute. This is brilliant. So if you've never listened to any of the Arion, I really, really recommend you trying it out. And that's all the vinyl I brought up to show you. But you might guess from the thumbnail that I've got something else. And
Fish.
Yeah. No, it's not fish. Now Ed thinks I'm really, really weird liking these.
I can fish.
There's a story behind it. And it's glass clown. I'm scared of the glass clown. It's another runner. Get another one up. These are original 70s ones as well.
We can tell.
Yeah, I developed a love of these because one of my neighbours, it was when I was a kid, he was one of those old boys who lived on the street. And he had 3 of them in his cabinet that he's had since the 70s, and they've been broken and glued back together.
Take them.
And because as I were growing up, I started picking up second-hand bits and selling them on the market. He said to me, if you ever come across any of these clowns, glass ones, he said, I want them. He says, I've got 3 of them and they need a friend. So I was constantly looking out for him. And I managed to pick him one up at one point. I gave him it for Christmas. And then a couple of years later, I found another and gave him that for Christmas or birthday or something. And when he passed, because he was an old boy at the time, when he passed, his family asked me if there was anything that I wanted. Because I'd done him a lot of favours and whatnot. And I said, I'd like the glass clowns, and because I have that personal memory with it. And ever since then, whenever I see one, I pick them up. So he had a little bit of a collection, which I added to. And then since then, I've been building that collection in his stead. And I've one more to show you, just because it's different. It's a big fat one. It's a bit more like me. So with that said, let's bring Rudy in. Hello. Welcome aboard, sir.
Hello.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Hello.
That's all right. I don't mind waiting at all.
All right. For the, I saw Ed's Collector's Archive with you, so I've got a little inkling of who you are and what you do. But do you want to let everyone else know?
So I am a mid-40s, highly obsessed toy collector and all things nostalgic. And with that in mind, I create content on YouTube when I can. Not as of late. I haven't made a video since August. But lucky to Rolando, he just like every time I'm in a chat, I see Rolando, he'll just literally spam my channel across various other channels. And I haven't made a video for like 6 months, and I've gained like 3 subscribers in a week.
Rolando.
Yeah, but when I make a video, it's usually about toys and the emotional connection. I say I'm a toy reviewer. I don't really review it. I just hold it in front of the camera and talk about it. Like, I'll never like try to pose it. I will never ever transform anything again. I had to go a few times when I started my channel. I was like, I ain't doing this. This is awful. So you transform off screen, start the camera again, and off you go. So yeah, that's pretty much that's me. I collect all things. I'm like super eclectic. I have a passion for 90s toys now because I never had them, or I'll get 90s inspired toys because I was born in 78, so I kind of missed out on like 92, 93 Kenner stuff, which is really cool, like all the Terminator 2 and like toys based on 18 movies. So I went down that road a few years ago, picking up like the NECA Terminator stuff and the gargoyles. But I like to get toy representations of cartoons, comics, and films that I love. So I want to get like a toy interpretation of things that I really like. So I don't go out to buy all lines of whatever, a wave of Transformers or whatever, or G.I. Joe. I'll just buy specific characters that mean a lot to me.
It sounds very, very familiar to me.
Yes, we are pretty much one and the same.
Yes.
What I'd also like to say is I had no idea that you ran that website, and I've been into that website since day one. All these years watching your channel and not realizing you are one and the same.
Did you tell me that in the chat one time? I think you did, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah, I remember.
Actually, it's kind of spooky. It's sort of like, is Rudy and Andy like separated at birth? There's a program on at the moment. I think that it's about sort of like siblings finding each other that came about through sperm donors. It's like,
I think we're the most two obsessive about Starfleet. Like Starfleet, my video on Starfleet has got over like 2,000 views. Most of my videos get about 50 views. That one just keeps going and going and going. It's like one of my early videos, and it's like it's one cut before I learned how to edit. And yeah, it just keeps getting hit after hit. Like I always want to say a huge thank you to whoever watches that video or comes by my channel, because that video is just,
over and over again.
Yeah, or just people don't make content about Starfleet.
Well, no, it's funny to me. At one point, I started doing a watch through of it and just sort of film, but I didn't really know how to do a reaction thing to it because, of course, I knew what was going to happen. So, and it always got copyright hits, massive. Yeah, you need to do something like Cosmic Council logo.
Yeah. Flicking it to the side of the screen or flicking the face to the other side of the screen.
Yeah. So, I didn't really sort of follow that up. I did sort of like one merchandise video of, you know, the sort of the bits and bats that I had. And I did have a few clips from years back, and there's some of the oldest ones on my channel. Because my channel's been up for like 15 years or something, equally daft now, if not more. So those have been up since the year dot, since I was first able to capture onto a PC and then put some little bits of it, incredibly low resolution as well. And they are still there, but I might have to get rid of them in due course. But you know, it was just nice to be able to remind people of the show at that point in time. That was before any of the digital remasters started happening, So it was the really sort of some of the only stuff out there, I think, at that point, which was nice. So yeah.
So since we're talking about other passions, my other passion is.
Hey.
So I actually sold my collection through lockdown. I used to have loads of hobbies. In fact, like too many. So I would collect vinyl. I had retro gaming. I was like doing Warhammer. And I was just like, right, we're in lockdown, whichever time it was. I'm 20% less money because I got furloughed. I was like, right, I need to choose a hobby to focus on. And I sold my record collection. I sold the majority of my retro gaming collection because these were dust gatherers. I kept a select few pieces on like the N64 and my coloured vinyl. And I sold off my complete orc army. But I love the lore. I watch endless videos on the lore, and I watch painting videos. I will literally watch a 2-hour painting video of Eldari or whoever, even not a faction that I'm interested in, because I enjoy Warhammer so much. I grew up with it as Rogue Trader, and like 89, 90, I painted it myself and played it, and then I left it alone for years and years and years. I didn't get back into it until I was, I don't know, late 30s, and I was just like, okay, I popped into a Games Workshop, and I'd not been in one for like 10 years, and I was just like hit by waves of like nostalgia and just good feelings, and I literally dropped about 200 quid in like one go. But I sold it all off, and I even sold off my custom pieces because I very much like to orc kit bash, and it's the one thing that I kind of regretted doing. Luckily, they are captured on film. There is a Warhammer video on my channel. But saying that, I am currently building a grot tank, which is something I haven't kit bashed for like 2-3 years. So
cool.
Do you find that orcs are the easiest to kit bash because of the nature of them?
Oh yeah, because if you're shit at gluing, it looks absolutely fine. This is like gappy as hell. That's the whole bit about it. And like, if you like ultramarines, you need to be really like, or like any sort of space marine faction, you have to be like the tightest gluer and like everything precise, and you need to kind of soften the plastic so you've got completely clean lines, because that's kind of the nature of it. But with an orc, you can just glue whatever the hell you want together. Yeah. This is like a rhino underneath, and then parts of like a fort, some tires, like some railings.
Cool.
I have no idea what this is. There's some bits and pieces. That's going to be a scoop, and then there'll be a turret on the top. But yeah, I always wanted to make a grot kind of army, and just have random, idiotically proportioned bits. And then I like that McFarlane made action figures that feel like an action figure and not a giant size miniature. So yeah, that's my other passion-ish.
Now,
what I do on the side without getting down a rabbit hole and spending endless amounts of money on Warhammer. Because it's the most expensive thing ever now.
What do you think to those bigger figures? I've seen those, but I can never quite decide whether or not they were sort of in the right proportions and stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Well, they're not at all.
Right.
So this is the McFarlane one, but you can buy these like really like cheaply now. They're like 10, 15 quid if you look around.
B&M.
Yeah.
Full price, to be fair, they were really good value for money.
But I like them because they're a toy. They feel like an action figure. They look like an action figure, and you can pose them. I know Bandai did some beautiful, like expensive ones with like lovely joints and detail. And Joy Toys, that if you want that kind of in between high end but smaller, they're a bit more proportioned. But they're a fun to pick up and play.
Are they the ones that you've had in, Gareth? Those Joy Toy ones? They're the ones that you get a bit bigger. Yeah.
And then the other thing, which is kind of way off from toys at all, I like Kellogg's merchandise. Whether it's vintage or modern brand new bowls, but with vintage designs on it. I like Kellogg's from America and Kellogg's from the UK.
Oh, cool.
Or Sugar Puffs. I love like Sugar Puffs merchandise before it went all extreme sports in the 90s. When he was big and bulky and he broke through the kids' clothing. Man, I love Sugar Puffs.
Show us the honey mummy.
Yeah.
Sugar Puffs. Show us the honey mummy.
Yeah.
That's the one.
But they don't taste the same though. I bought a box the other day, but the sugar tax in the UK.
Yeah, there's no sugar in them, is there?
Yeah, there's nothing. It doesn't taste like it used to. Yeah, that's me.
That's another sub. There we go.
Yeah, you're getting a few subs.
Good stuff.
I collect Woolworths things.
You do. You do a lot more than that.
Show us your prize tickets.
So it's a stickering gun.
Yeah, every time I see a Woolworths price sticker, I now think of Mark.
Yeah.
Oh, Jumpy asked me a question earlier.
Did he now? Where's that question gone?
Shocking.
Big book at Woolworths.
Big book of Woolworths.
Was it this one?
Yeah, and that's it. That's it, Jumpy.
What is it? I can't read them.
Is that the one you are thinking of, Mr.
It
Jumpy?
is. No, it's Exelon by Hewson. I recognise the cheat code straight away. Zorba. Infinite Lives. And that's the game. Exelon it's from 1987, and it would have been fantastic on the 128K. There you go. That's his question answered.
I still go shopping at Woolworths.
When he said that, I thought Strikers Run initially on the BBC. I think that had some vent crawling in it. Sideways rollers. Yeah.
Somebody asked me a question, didn't they?
They did, yes. Which one? Can you remember who
I'm
it
going
was?
back to the chat.
Oh, there we go. What toy lines is Rudy currently collecting, and any new lines he is collecting this year?
So, I should have grabbed it actually. I have had my first piece of the Skeletron Mark II. So it was a Kickstarter a few years ago. It's sad saying that. Because it feels like we've been waiting forever. But yeah, they've just started sending out the 3 3/4 retro O-ring figures out to people. And it's incredible. So I'm hoping that this year it all comes and we get the big Skeletron Mark II. So that's what I'm collecting this year. And the other thing is I'm currently trying to get my favorite Spider-Man action figures. And it's mostly villains, but I just got this like 2 days ago, which is my favorite Spider-Man of all time, Ben Reilly, in his Scarlet Spider outfit.
The original Peter Parker.
If you will. I don't want to open up a can of worms for any hardcore Spider-Man fans because everyone will have their own interpretation. As much as I love Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, which was my favorite Spider-Man for like forever. When I started reading the Clone story, I was hooked, and that outfit is it's so different. It's a hoodie.
Where was you?
And with his web shooters outside and the whole 90s putting pouches everywhere, pouches on his legs. It's a really unique mid-90s look, and such a, I don't know, I was older then, I was 16, 17 reading Spider-Man, as opposed to a young boy watching it. And it had grown up and it was dark and edgy. So yeah, I'm currently trying to get Marvel Spider-Man villains and offshoots like Spider-Man this year.
Cool.
Trying to keep up with people asking questions in the chat.
There used to be a nightclub.
I'm throwing links in there.
There used to be a nightclub in Dewsbury called Ben Riley.
Yeah, they did. Before it was a bin lid.
Before my time.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of time after school in the bin lid.
But,
Why not?
Do you think Miles Morales is taking over from Ben Riley?
it's what?
Do you think that Miles Morales is taking over from Ben Riley? Because obviously the younger generation's coming up and like, don't know who Ben Riley is, but
Yeah, they're not going to know.
no.
Hmm.
They don't know whether- obviously, but obviously Miles
All
Morales is
all
from
they need to know is that Peter Parker's Spider-Man. That's all they need to know.
Yeah, but is he though?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Ben Riley is Peter Parker.
He's a clone, isn't he? Ben Riley's a clone of him.
Depends which way you interpret it.
Yeah. You need to read
It's like Star Wars.
I'm just going from original source material when he was
I
first
was.
invented, and he was Peter
the
Parker.
original source material says that Ben Riley is the original Peter Parker.
What, when he was first invented?
I think
Back
I
in
vaguely,
the 60s?
vaguely recall it coming in. Yeah.
All right, so they changed his name then.
In order to allow the one who thought he was Peter Parker to have his life with Mary Jane, yeah.
Is this a new story? Because I don't think this.
Early
This-
90s.
This what?
Early 90s.
No, it's not an
94
original
maybe?
story. I'm on about when Spider-Man was first invented.
In the 60s.
Yeah, it was Peter Parker.
Yeah, well, Peter Parker.
Yeah,
In
yeah,
the early 90s, we had the Clone Saga,
Yeah.
and it was revealed that there were all these different clones out there, and the one behind it all, Jackal, convinced Peter that convinced Ben Riley that Peter was the real Peter and that he was the clone, and then it later revealed, not too later, revealed that it tricked them, and that Ben Riley was the original Peter Parker.
That's a retcon there. Don't pay attention to stuff like that.
I knew I shouldn't have brought this up.
Next,
Too many
you'll be telling me that
questions
Bruce
for a
Wayne
new-
in Batman. You'll be telling me Bruce Wayne in Batman next.
Well,
Wow.
just kidding.
From that time when it was Dick Grayson
Nightwing.
and Azrael.
You know, Peter
I think
Parker,
yes,
Spider-Man.
Azrael,
We'll
yeah.
just leave it at
Oh,
that.
anyway, with this chat. Chew, Blinks. Oh, Salacious Rum's there. Look at him. What's he doing? Hunger monster. Who on the council apart from Gareth makes a good fingering? Shh, don't tell everyone.
It must take a lot of effort to
comment.
type that way.
Maybe it's got a thing that does it automatically for him.
Maybe.
Oh, well, take care, Rob. Catch you again another time.
You, Rob.
Alfred's been Batman. Well, he was in the 60s television series, as I recall.
It's what?
Alfred was Batman in the TV series.
Yeah, he assumed his identity for one episode.
I don't pre-order.
You guys
Well,
answer this one.
I sort of got some pre-orders from Gareth. Hopefully coming next month.
Well, tell
I
them what.
got the G.I. Joe Dreadnoks on pre-order. I don't always pre-order G.I. Joe because you can kind of just pick them up, but there's certain ones that just sell out everywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I've missed out on the Trouble Bubble and I've missed out on Shipwreck, and I'm big gutted because secondary prices are
Yeah.
not the
Yeah,
best.
I can appreciate it. I made the mistake of not pre-ordering when the Range Viper came out. But, you know, it's one of them things.
But sometimes, not to take it away from what we're pre-ordering, sometimes I just don't want to pre-order because you find it in B&M for 20 quid.
Yeah. Well,
I also
Hasbro, yeah.
pre-ordered
Yeah.
Slash, like the evil Super 7 turtle.
Hmm.
I was happy to pay 50 quid. And I'm really glad I didn't because it was there in B&M for 20 quid. Not that I managed to get one, but
Yeah, Hasbro's having a real problem with that at the moment. They're releasing stuff at a premium price, and then within 6 months or so, it's just in like, you know, discount stores being sold off cheap. I know there were a big thing recently about the next HasLab. What was it? Sorry, it was the one before, wasn't it? The I can't remember which one it was. It was Kapow Toys had mentioned it, had done a thing about it, about, you know, boycotting because it was like, give it a few months. No, sorry, it wasn't the Halaslab thing.
It was the Haslab, it was the
No.
tidal wave.
That's it. Tidal wave. That's it. Yeah, the tidal wave. Because within 6 months, it'll end up on Zavi or wherever, for cheap money. It's just like
price.
So yeah, it's not right, and I think I don't agree with the GI Joe figures being Pulse exclusives over here, but it's their toys. They'll do with them what they will.
I've been stung a few times by pre-ordering and not pre-ordering, so I'm just like, what do you do?
Yeah,
I didn't pre-order that Inspector Gadget action figure from a couple of years ago, and now you cannot find it anywhere. Which is like, I only pre-ordered one of the Diamond Select Real Ghostbusters. That was a mistake, and I'm just like, and then you pre-order stuff, and then you find it a couple of weeks later reduced.
Yeah. I tend to pre-order my Transformers now. I pre-order them. Just
I don't know. It's too risky. Tonka Stater. That's a prime example. The one that we waited like a year for, the G2 Jet Sandstorm. I think we you pre-ordered that with Kapow or something, or Hasbro Pulse, and it took a year to come out, and then 4 weeks later it was in the clearance.
Yeah,
that's a hardcore one to take. You'd waited all that time, get it, and you think, oh great, it's finally here. I'm glad I pre-ordered that because it's really hard to get, and then anybody can buy it. But
yes, I tend to pre-order the Masterpiece Transformers because usually they'll be 9 times out of 10 they'll be cheaper than if you leave it until they go to actual full retail, unless it's like a deformation space figure, like the Seeker Jets or the Blaster, so when they do the second run, they usually, they can be 2/3 a third of the price of what the original. I mean, Blaster, when they reissued that, when they did the second run, that were only 60 quid, and it's like, I wasn't going to get that, but at that money, I thought, why not? If it's rubbish, I'll just review it, photo it, and sell it. But yeah, but no, I can understand why it might be off-putting to some collectors now to pre-order, especially when things are going the way they are.
I think you just need to be clear and concise and know what type of collector you are. It helps to have that mentality, I think, as opposed to just busting out pre-orders here and there and everywhere.
Was it Kapow who was sort of telling people to stop pre-ordering effectively because they thought it was being exploitative or whatever?
Yes, the tidal wave. With Hasbro, not to pre-order it with Hasbro, because they weren't carrying it until it went, it came to discount basically. Because it will. I mean, there's previous form with the Nemesis and the Ark that they did, because they were going for silly money, and then within a few months they were out in say discount stores, at a vastly reduced price, and it's like, well, Hasbro's taking the pound of flesh from the collectors, and it's like, right, screw you now, we're going to just feed them all off to discount stores. Because that's what Hasbro's doing. They're getting the double bite of the cherry. They're wanting to retail stuff, but then they're also wanting smaller retailers to buy from them when they can't compete with the prices that Hasbro are offering them at.
We actually have a retail law in this country where if you retail, you cannot also, if you distribute, you cannot also retail, because obviously you have a big advantage over everyone you are distributing to.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that.
Which is why it's called Hasbro Pulse and not Hasbro, because they're apparently separate companies.
Well,
Hasbro did used to have a direct shop. You could go to the Hasbro shop, and but that's years ago. But like I say,
they sell on eBay as Hasbro as well. Because I'm sure I got something from them on eBay.
Do you will have been?
I can't really knock Hasbro Pulse though. I've always had really good service, and I've
service.
I've picked up various exclusives. Like I managed to get Venom
Hmm.
when that was like a con exclusive. I bought Force Unleashed triple pack just before when I think that was a PulseCon exclusive. So I've always done pretty well with exclusives on Pulse.
Oh yeah. I've ordered from Hasbro Pulse as well. I mean, it has tended to be mainly the the odd Black Series here and there, and then the GI Joe stuff. I've ordered those from there. But like I said, because the GI Joe stuff that I've got now, that's tapped off, so there's no more that I'm wanting. I want a Range Viper, but I'm not paying the silly prices that people are asking for them on the secondary market. And then most at time, if there's a Black Series now, there's this bloke I know in my local town that's got a shop. He'll hook me up from time to time with Black Series. Bless him.
Oh,
He sounds like a good bloke.
Oh, he always refrains from
sounds like it.
shop.
It's what? You what?
Oh, me.
Yeah, what you say?
Said I love how you always refrain from mentioning the name of the shop, especially when the question
Every time.
I can't
Oh, that
remember.
guy's got the glow in the dark stuff.
I
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
that.
That.
Remember the shop?
We all know the name of the shop.
You've got a bit of word blindness.
Forever Retro.
with words.
Do you know what I'm actually personally hoping for? Because somebody asked me this the other day, and it's kind of slightly related to pre-ordered. If NECA did toys of the Bill and Ted robots from A Bogus Journey, I'd be pre-ordering that in a second. When that gets released, I am all over it. I need the robots that Station makes from Bogus Journey.
Station.
Not that it'll happen.
To answer the
don't even
question,
know what Nick
I'll
is
answer the
doing at the
question,
moment.
right? Cosmic Toys, firstly, obviously. But I use in demand.
I've used In Demand a few times. I really do need to use Kapow. He's actually quite supportive. He does share sometimes, does Andy, some of the things that I post via Cosmic Toys. But whenever there has been something that I've wanted, and it's very, for obvious reasons, it's very rare that I order from other retailers in the UK. They've never had what I've wanted up for pre-order. It gives you an example. We're going as far back as when Black Series Grand Admiral Thrawn came out, and they did the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. So that's what 4 or 5 years ago?
5.
probably something like that. I ended up getting that from In Demand, and I was really annoyed because the day after, Kapow listed it.
This is the perils of toy collecting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But being a big Thrawn collector, I daren't miss losing it. I didn't want it to sell out and not get one.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, I've used. I've used. I used Kapow, In Demand, Omega Lock. Jumpy's mentioned their Star Action figures. I've used them in the past as well. I've used.
I used to use Star Action until they just take so long to ship.
And, did you ever use Toys R Armor?
Toys R Armor? No, I've not.
No.
And then Show Z. I ordered from Show Z as well.
Right.
But I really miss Cyber Toys. I used to buy a lot from them back in the early 2000s. That's where I got all my e-hobby and limited edition Transformers and that from.
We don't mention that A word in here.
It's what? Sorry,
I said we don't mention that A word in here. They've got enough marketing.
Yes,
independent toy stores. We're talking about.
I hate how much I spend with that company. To be honest with you.
To be fair, I was speaking with a friend last night about this, and it's like I'm considering binning the that company that just came up there.
Yeah, me too.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, because I don't agree with this thing about now. You're getting adverts on there now, and it's like I'm paying for a subscription service. I don't expect adverts to be on there. And it's like
that's fair enough.
And it's like we're talking about a company that makes billions a year.
Mhm.
And they've a goal to say, we need to do this to improve quality of programming. It's not like your quality of programming would improve if you got proper writers and made good stuff rather than getting libtards. And anyway, yeah. So, and I think it's a bit cheeky to ask viewers to pay an extra $2.99 a month so they don't get any
It is
adverts.
really disgusting.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I've got to say though, since the months before they brought that in, I've not watched anything on Amazon.
No, I hadn't for a while. But the thing is, I think these days you're just saturated with so much stuff. It's just like I just find. I mean, I'm on here with you guys far more than I am watching stuff.
I watch YouTube more than anything.
Oh yeah, and YouTube. Yeah, absolutely YouTube.
I think the last thing I watched on Amazon was Reacher.
Yeah,
I've heard very good things. It
is good.
Yeah,
Reacher is good.
Yeah.
Probably
I've
one of
got
the
stuff I
best
want to watch.
written shows I've seen in a long time.
But I need to do a list. It's like I'm time poor, It's like when you're trying to do your own stuff and watch and support other people's stuff, you do find yourself a bit time poor, I think, in terms of trying to settle down and watch, even though the series are that much shorter these days. Because, if there are only 8 episodes and each episode is about an hour-ish, I mean, it's a damn sight quicker than watching 22 or however many episodes there were of, like Star Trek Next Gen or something for an entire season. You think about the actual volume now of time, it's vastly smaller actually per season than it ever was, back in sort of, my day. It's just, it's a different...
Watch everything on double speed.
The whole series one night, if you're me. I did He-Man, like the latest series, in like one session. I was like, God, this feels like the end, and it was. And I was like, oh, I could do more episodes. I did the whole of Cobra, like the last season of Cobra Kai. I started it at like 8 o'clock, and I was still watching it in the morning. I was like, have you not even gone to bed? Like, I was like, have you not gone to bed? No, I'm watching Cobra Kai.
I was pleasantly surprised with that last season of He-Man. It still wasn't 100%, but it was a vast improvement over the previous two. Far superior.
How bad is it when the most, and this is genuinely from what I've seen online, the most positive reviews for that show is, well, it's better than the first series.
Oh dear.
Well,
Nobody's singing any praises, any strengths that it actually has on its own merit. It's just, well, it's better than the first slot.
I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'm a big He-Man, a big Motu fan.
I
thoroughly enjoyed it.
I mean, I think I watched at least the first one and I enjoyed it in the sense that it was clearly done by people who had real love for the original cartoon. And I appreciated it for that as much as anything else. Because it was a brave move to actually bring it back so close to the original version of everything. I mean, I know they have the toy tie-ins. Obviously, there was a secondary point to it, but even so, I still thought it was.
I don't know, because I personally felt that were it Revelations, wasn't it were called? I personally felt that the characterizations of the character in that bore little resemblance to how they were in the original cartoon.
Yeah, but it's done with a nostalgic audience in mind, so they need to retarget it. It's like trying to do the TOS Enterprise bridge now. It's like you wouldn't get away with it because people are used to a completely different brand of technology now. So you've got to make it look different and feel different.
So don't do it then. That's a good lesson in not doing it. Do something else. Yeah.
I'm going to disagree because I'm a big Transformers fan, but I do not like anything that Transformers has done for the last few years because it's so far removed from what I used to like. Massive Universe kind of it touched greatly on the original series, but didn't try to replicate it because you can't, because it's decades ago and the mentality of people is not like that. But there was enough nostalgia for me and similarity to keep it going. What I'm going to do is I'm going to say that they brought back Gladiators and they barely changed it, and that is good. They didn't fuck around with it too much, so it's enjoyable. It's when
I
you
don't
take
know,
it
it's
far
from
away from the
Jupiter.
source material.
It's a BBC. It's on BBC now, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the wheelchair-bound gladiator to be on it. And,
Can't wait to see them go up the eliminator.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
They have got people with disabilities on it. There's like one of them's deaf.
Pardon?
One of them's deaf.
Oh, you
Walked right into that.
You fell for it.
I'm gonna go. You know what? I'm just gonna backtrack. I liked it. I liked He-Man. Full stop.
No, there's no wrong with that. Wrong with that. I like this question that Stuck Inside's come up with. What new toy lines do you buy from non-mainstream brands? So not Hasbro, Mattel, anything like that. Would you consider Super 7 a mainstream brand now?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I think so. Funko, certainly.
Yep. They've done the deal with the
Oh,
devil
God,
and they've sold out.
Yeah. I'd even say that McFarlane's now a mainstream brand. Maybe it has been for a long time and we've just not realised it, actually.
Is it because they've picked up the right licenses?
I don't know, but I think if you find it, not in a specialist toy shop, but in a normal toy shop, so Smith's Toys or when we had Toys R Us, I think if you find it in there, would you consider it mainstream toys?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I don't think you'll get Super 7 though in Smith's.
No, you get it in B&M instead.
They're getting B&M. With your McFarlane.
Yeah, so what
And your
brands
Diamond
out
Select.
there would you
Well, I mean,
consider not to be?
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, I suppose it will be an umbrella term for all the third-party Transformers I get because they're not mainstream toy producers or manufacturers.
Yeah.
You know, so you've got Fans Toys, X-Transbots, New Age, you know, there's all those, you know, fake toys.
Anything that's done through a Kickstarter or anything like that, I suppose, as well, which wouldn't find itself into a shop as such, would it, I suppose?
Yeah. But you see, that's the other thing that, sorry, just touching briefly back on Hasbro again, that's another thing that kind of irks me a bit. Is a big company like Hasbro doing Kickstarters for products. Yeah. It's like, shut up, just make the bloody toy.
Yeah, don't get me started on that.
Make the toy and make it available for people to buy, you know.
Yeah. Should be in shops.
Yeah.
They should be in shops.
It's like, you know, I mean, I think really, I mean, I don't want, I know people are individuals, but there's a lot of suckers out there in the collecting community that are just like, oh, yeah, I'll buy that. And it's like, you know, get a grip. They're robbing you, you know, just, you know, make the toys and people, if they're good enough, people will buy them. If they're not, they won't. You'll learn and you'll make something better.
If they had done the Sky Striker
Totally
general release, how many people would have bought, like, how many collectors would have bought it? I don't think Unicron, but the Sky Striker.
I don't know. I think Unicron.
Do you think?
I think what there should be, if not put in the big shops, if not put in through Smiths or anything like that, then at the very least offered through something like previews, so that small businesses, if they want to get one or two to have sat on their shelves, they can do.
Yeah. Do you know what? Yes, because
they're geared at the collector market, aren't they?
And seeing, like, it was about 500 quid, and it was like a Lego Technic caterpillar, and I was like, okay, that's a big expensive product, and you're stocking it. Yeah, so maybe, Unicrons all round.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many 200 quid plus Lego sets now in stores.
Lego is
I really wanted that caterpillar.
But well, I think what Andy just said then is Lego's always been expensive, you know. And I mean, but again, I personally believe as well that some of the Lego sets are overpriced for what they are.
Totally.
I mean, the recent Lego Optimus Prime that initially come out 169, were it? Yeah, it's like, no, that's 70 quid tops. Is that? It's just like it's not worth that at all. You know, I mean, it looks bloody awful. I mean, I bought it, but when it went on vastly reduced sale, I didn't pay nowhere near that for it, and I wasn't gonna do.
Actually, wasn't the Go Lion? No, it's not called Go Lion. Voltron.
Voltron.
Wasn't that quite pricey as well?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was Lego idea set, but the license was
ideas,
awesome, I imagine. Yeah, I think it was an idea set, as I recall.
Nice set. It's better than the Optimus Prime, actually.
Oh, I can believe that. Yeah, it wouldn't take much beating. The Optimus Prime wouldn't take much beating.
I think we've got the Tron Legacy set upstairs. That was not too bad for what it wasn't, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I think that's the thing. I mean, they used to be under the QSO, wasn't it? The Lego QSO brand, didn't they? The Tron and the Back to the Future DeLorean.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they were.
That's what ideas morphed into.
Yeah.
Or from, you know, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I got them, and I got the Yellow Submarine, and and the Ecto one. You know, but they were on that bridge of kind of like becoming a bit too pricey, but they were just the right side of it, if you know what I mean.
I mean, I think Lego probably does best when it's just doing its own stuff, and kind of reinventing it. So I mean, sat upstairs, I've got the new old. Now what's I don't know what the official term for it is, but you know, like the Space Cruiser, the big one takes about 4 figures in the quite big cockpit. That's just a reimagining of the original one that I had when I was little. So I love that.
Yeah, like is it called like the Galaxy Explorer?
Yeah, that's the one. Thank you.
But I think also Lego
makes sense, you know.
Yeah, I think Lego as well. I think it's at its best, like you say, when it just does bricks and leave it to people's imaginations. Yeah, I think Lego produce too many sets now with specific parts.
Yeah, bespoke parts.
Yeah, bespoke parts. You know, but just do a box of bricks. And well, my kids today don't have imaginations, do they? If it's not on a screen, but and I think that's where it's what. Sorry, Matt.
Funny you should say that. I've just done a video on that topic.
Have you?
Yeah.
I think that's why I was so interested in that Caterpillar, because it felt like a Technic set from like the late 80s, early 90s, like the seaplane and the JCB, where there was no bespoke parts. There was no giant scoop that was a fully molded one piece of plastic.
Yeah. I mean the original, I can remember the original advert with Tommy Cooper, and it was literally all based around, using your imagination. You've got a box of bricks and you use your imagination and you build, what you want.
I mean, in fairness, things like the really big Batmobile that's lurking on my shelf downstairs, that there aren't many custom parts in that. That is properly brick built. I think the only new thing they had to do was the canopy, because they needed a big, long, wraparound plastic canopy for it. But that was about it, I think, in fairness. So it was an impressive. That was an impressive piece of purely brick-based kind of build-up, sort of set. But I think certainly for the smaller ones, they're cutting corners. I mean, I just did another video on Blinking Galador. I picked up this, and it's a Lego action figure. I mean, that it's just bizarre. It's the most not Lego thing I've ever like laid my eyes on. It's a bizarre thing. But yeah, I mean, there is that risk that they end up going too much that way, and then what are they? They lose their own unique selling point by virtue of moving themselves away from it. It's bizarre. Why would you? I don't really understand that at all.
We can see you. We can see you.
See what? I don't know what you're talking about.
He's about to have a huge straw. I haven't got much in the way of.
The thing that I've just got into again. Well, just got my first Gundam. I'm started it yet. I am going to start it.
Cool.
But that's another thing. Like I love Japanese stuff. So yeah, I'm going to. See
Japanese stuff, you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, Rudy, not Rudy, but in response to the question that we were just answering, Jumpy, not Rudy, made some suggestions for the non-mainstream toy lines. I'm not sure if I agree. Bandai. Now, they keep a lot of things from the mainstream, particularly over here, but I don't know if I'd say that they're not a mainstream toy company.
Well, they have to be, surely. I mean, they're
Yeah.
huge.
Bandai, do you know how Bandai kind of do that by like owning other companies?
Yeah, they
I
have
feel like
loads of
Bandai own
subsidiaries.
Action Toys, and they are doing well. They did Machine Robo stuff, so they're kind of they get to be mainstream whilst having a side.
Yeah. Jada.
Side
Jada.
adventure.
How do you pronounce that one? Is it Jada or Jada?
I've never known that.
Jada.
Jada. Okay.
The car
Jada.
people.
Yeah. Again, they're in the supermarkets. They're in B&M. They're everywhere.
Yeah,
So I don't know
that's
if I'd say that they're. I think
Mm.
they're mainstream.
Very mainstream.
Definitely Nima Studios, but I'd say that they're custom toy makers rather than awesome stuff.
Grot
Awesome stuff.
bags. Brilliant.
So when I saw him name, I was like, "Oh, I'm going to run and get them."
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're brilliant, aren't they?
These are the most ridiculous things I own. Not bad. You dirty rat.
Most ridiculous one for me.
Vzzt.
Have you got the yogurt pots, the fiendish feet?
No, I haven't. I've got Lady Chewbacca with boobs. Blonde Lady Chewbacca with boobs.
Why?
It's Marla.
Yeah, it's Marla. Marla to book. See, I know the whole name.
I own a toy based on a packet of crisps from the schoolyard in 1985.
They were cheap as chips as well.
They were awesome. They were awesome. But yeah, I've shown
Didn't
it
get the
before.
Starfleet
but I've
figures
gotta
though,
do
did
it
I?
again.
From Neymar.
No, no, die.
Look at that.
What amazing!
Friend.
Now, could you imagine seeing this on a shop
No.
shelf?
I thought you were doing recent pickups then. Have you not built that yet, Mark?
No, I haven't really built it yet. I've got stuff happening in my life.
Is
Well,
that not the greatest Boba Fett though? That colourway.
That one.
Yeah. That's the best colour iteration of Boba Fett for me.
The original. Apart from the white one.
Empire for me.
Holiday special. Or droids.
Kenner.
Ah. I've got the Iconicon. Have you seen that one? It's the really colourful chrome one. Okay.
What's looking anyone?
Oh, is that a recent pickup, Andy?
No, God no.
Where's my Star Trek 2 one?
I've had this for
Star
years.
Trek 2
Have you got out recently, Andy? Have you picked out up?
Well, actually, I've been doing a bit of a mark recently. Got some auction stuff.
All right, very good.
Largely because I think I might be able to sell some of it, but also because some of it will then pay for the stuff that will stay with me. So that's that's generally the sort of approach I take with it. So I actually went to an auction house physically for the first time ever to pick my stuff up.
Right.
Birmingham.
No, Sheffield, actually.
All right. Okay.
So that was quite fascinating actually, because the sheer scale of it was, pretty immense.
Yeah, that's my favourite at the moment. You could hang that on the Christmas tree.
I was going to show. Have you seen this route? You've probably seen this, haven't you?
Not at all, Viper. Not at all.
Yes.
Seen
I've never seen one in the flesh, but I'm fully aware of it.
In the flesh.
Yeah, there is one. There is a video of him on my channel. If you want to dig back a bit, you will find him rotating on a platform at some point.
Oh,
You had a rocket raccoon.
Hmm.
Oh, here you go, Mark.
Jada, do some
That's the Trans Am.
Oh, nice.
Now I saw your post about dodgy screws on the other chap.
Oh yeah, him.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, he's all fine now. No worries. He's all better. Just slacken the screw up and put a bit of grease on, and he's all fine.
I'm not feeling.
We've got someone else who's come to join us.
Ah.
Would we all say hello to Dale?
Ah,
Hi guys.
hi Dale.
Ben, you've beaten Terry on tonight.
He's
How are you?
lurking, Gareth.
Oh, I know he is. He's there. Look, he's there.
He's looking.
Trek Wars.
Trek Wars.
Doing all right, not too bad. Please. Not too bad.
Oh, Sprue's here as well. Look at that.
Spoon glue.
This is going to turn into something very different if you lot join up as well. Oh, goodness.
Wait for Terry to come in.
What did I say? What did I just say? Hello there, Sprue.
Hello.
Do we get to see your face?
Hey,
You always get
waka,
to see my
waka.
face.
Oh, my word.
You always get to see my face.
No, I've only ever seen your hands before.
Oh, you've not watched my stream.
That's what she said.
A dooby dooby doo.
A dooby-dooby-doo.
Yeah. How are we all?
Not too
Fine.
shabby.
To know you're here.
Oh, cool. So
Ghost
I've
waffles.
got to ask. Let me just put that down there because I'm going to have a cigarette.
Are you going to do some painting while you're here?
No, I'm just going to put that there. You know.
Oh, are you teasing? Terry?
Yeah.
Yes, Terry's just ordered one of these. I just received it today, actually.
Just got one of these.
Yeah.
So I just thought, I'll just put that there and I'll turn it the other way around. That magnet's a bit.
Is that Tau?
It is.
It's cow,
It is,
yeah.
yes.
It's
We've
mine.
already been discussing Warhammer earlier, weren't we, Rudy?
We certainly were.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I
how-
just could not get them looking like that. There's not a cat in hell's chance.
Behave.
Hands are full of
yeah,
jewelry.
you can. Anybody can.
It's too precise.
No, it's not.
Just
That's
stick
old.
things together, make it
Oh,
orky.
sorry.
Make it big.
That's nothing wrong with that.
It's lovely.
No, it's awesome. I mean, if I could actually do stuff like that, it would be very, very cool.
It's a lot easier than you think. They've
Yeah.
made it in some ways like
Do
Games Workshop and Warhammer and Duncan Rhodes have made it a lot easier
I like this one
than
better.
painting in the like from
Oh,
what you remember as a child
Oh,
or as a teen.
Duncan Rhodes has got an absolute beautiful channel. Absolute genius on the painting front.
It's not just Warhammer on his channel as well, which I think it's
No,
good
it's, I've just been tapping into Warhammer because it's what I've just got into at the moment.
enjoy that rabbit hole.
Not down the rabbit hole, but I do enjoy actually. It's a test on my painting skills, to be quite fair, because it's very detailed.
is that all Warhammer sets on the shelves behind you? Or are they CDs?
And mine,
Yeah,
oh, they're CDs.
they're CDs.
Yeah.
But I've just finished a figure. If you'd like to see it, one that
Of
I've
course we would.
just finished painting. When I can find where I've put him, where have I put him? Let me just find him. I put him somewhere so safe. Not
In the meantime, I've got this one.
yeah. Not
Oh no, everyone's here.
I'm a looky.
We're about to melt StreamYard.
I know. What's going on? Where
StreamYard.
is it? There he is. My
Hey,
word.
Hey.
We're gonna put this-
Hello.
Oh,
Oh,
I knew Mark was going to do that.
I'm very loose.
now let's have a look at that.
Gimme.
who's
Right,
like you
Lewis.
acting nice
It's
or-
turning into Model Makers Anonymous, is this, isn't it?
Terry, that is the sneakiest little.
Hello, Jess.
No, I'm not going to swear.
Hang on.
I'm not going to swear, but Holy bejesus.
I've got
Not
two of
sealed?
these. One is pristine and unopened. This one,
Oh,
not open, still sealed. And this one that I was going to make into a remote control wagon.
I've got two of them.
Hey,
You got two of them.
Yeah, he's greedy.
Would appear to be 2.
I'll have
I've
the
had
sealed
these
one.
since the movie came out. So, yeah, I just thought I'd show it. I'm a collector as well sometimes. They're probably not worth anything, but you know.
Bloody hell.
So are you going to show us your latest acquisitions,
No,
Eric?
I'm not. Because it's nothing to be
You
proud
can't
of.
see me, but
Don't
there,
don't
It's there,
subject
there,
the
folks.
don't subject the Cosmic Council to this devastation.
It's really not their thing, Sprue.
It's not, unfortunately.
Oh, poo.
It's certainly nice to see your stuff, though.
I'll bring bits out as we go on.
Cool.
That's my latest finish.
Let me see if this camera will pick it up better as well.
And this is one I'm working on.
Nice.
Exactly same one that I'm bloody doing. I know.
Very clean.
It's that sticky art bit that's done me. Yes, I did a leather patch on there as well, you cheeky bugger.
Just got to watch your language, Joshy. It's monetized. Sorry, Dale.
So anyway, I'll have we to go. Where the bloody hell did that go now? Anyone got any pickups this week? Oh, this fortnight, should I say? Keep forgetting we're fortnightly.
Yeah, what else people picked up?
Have you got all, Mark?
I can run down and get something.
Ooh,
Yeah,
yes,
you go, Andy.
please.
Like, I'm going.
Oh,
Go. We're timing you.
We'll get Mark on big screen for this one. Go on then, show us your big green lizard that's not so big.
Oh,
I've got a dinosaur.
has he got authentic working
Cosmic
tongue
Toys.
as well?
Cosmic
you've done
Toys.
Cosmic Toys again.
Cosmic Toys. Aye.
Mark
Well with me,
collection.
Oh.
Dukes of Hazzard.
Are you going to show us what it does, though, Mark?
the ink is coming off, look.
Oh, nice.
It
Yeah,
needs
did
a
you
new
get-
plastic.
It's coming off. You can
Did
still
you
see
get
that
that
side,
last time?
but that side.
Yeah.
It's coming
Are
off
you
pretty
getting a
well.
new flag for the top?
I'm gonna. It's a sticker, so I'm going to whiten it. I think it should be all right if I just whiten the triangles, because
Why
They're
don't
not
you,
supposed to be
all the
red.
other stickers are all right.
why don't
supposed
you
to be-
make a new sticker?
Well, there's nothing wrong with that sticker apart from the white bits are white.
Why?
Are they supposed to be white or are they supposed to be red?
I
Why?
thought. Are you
I'm sure the Confederate flag is the same colour as the car.
I'm sure it is. It's supposed to be orange.
Yeah,
No,
Yeah.
no, it's white.
it is.
No, it's white.
No, it's not.
Confederate
Everybody jumps to Google.
flag is definitely
Google it. Google it.
Dukes of Hazzard.
It is red, Mark. It's red with a white outline,
Thank you.
and then the blue cross with the white stars.
Easier then.
There you go.
No, we don't want to go there.
That was quick.
There you go.
All right, so I'll just paint it red.
Yeah.
That's easier.
Yeah. I mean, you need the white lines. I really wish I had said that on a live stream.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Put it down. Take it
It's a
down
good
quick.
song. Is it? White Lines is a good song.
Yeah,
Obviously,
there you go.
I picked up my Gundam. I keep showing my Gundam.
Pop you back on.
I need to build. I need to start building that.
Oh,
I'll
nice.
tell you what I will do.
I have been looking for the Gatchaman Phoenix. but they're like £80 from America. And
Oh, you want the original Phoenix?
I was just going to say that the Gundam is ridiculous prices. To be fair,
I picked up that Darth Vader as well.
yeah, £4.
Yeah, I think it was.
I've got it
$2.99
loose.
or
I've got it
something.
loose there.
Yeah. I opened mine.
I thought I'll keep one on card.
So Gareth,
Did you get it in the supermarket?
Gareth,
Yes.
can you see behind Mark? He's got a wonderful, wonderful selection of Star Wars right behind him.
Star Wars.
And
I've got Indiana Jones. I don't know about Star Wars.
and like right behind you, we've got a pittance.
Yeah, but Mark could give all of that for my Robo Skull.
True words.
Have you anything else left to show us, Mark?
thinking about it now.
Not
Oh,
really.
Rudy's showing us something.
Rudy's got some.
Tell you what.
I went and grabbed it whilst I grabbed the Namer Studios.
Oh,
There it is.
Oh wow!
what I did
The
get
Skeleton
today,
Mark II, 3
if I can get
3/4.
it.
Right, the back is better. You get the artwork of the, and you get like the nostalgic Action Force. Sorry, the lights. Cut out pieces.
Oh, that's awesome.
I should have got 2 because I want to open it.
Yeah.
'Cause that's got like a
For me.
skull head. It's like 2 different heads. But one card did one open. I didn't think that far ahead. I was already ploughing loads of money into this Kickstarter. I had to say no for some things.
I must admit, Rudy, I was taking a look at the website last week, and I think I might pick up a couple of the 6-inch figures because they're going on like general retail. They're not part of the Kickstarter. I'm hoping that if it proves popular, they may, let's say, skirt with likeness rights and produce some Red Shadows.
Well, that's what I'm hoping, or a Baron.
Yeah.
Can they do a Baron Iron Blood?
I mean, I know there is a company. I can't remember the name of the company, but they are producing 6-inch figures that do look like them. Big Bad Toy Store's got them advertised on their website, but I can't remember what the name of the company is that's producing them because they can't do them under the Action Force name because they don't own the rights to the Action Force name. But Hasbro still retain the rights to the likeness rights for them.
I always wondered if Bobby Valor was going to be able to wrangle it into new Action Force.
Yeah, but I think it's the. But if you notice with those Valaverse figures, they don't look exactly like the original characters. There are some differences on them.
Yeah.
So, and I think Hasbro's retained the likeness rights and the character name rights. I think, but just not the likeness. I think. So,
but then again, Hasbro let things go.
Yeah,
accidentally, don't they? There wasn't Hot Rod for ages. They obviously let Steel Brigade go. They let the word Action Force go.
Yeah.
Hasbro's good at that.
Sorry, Mark. What have you? What you
I was
got
going to say I'm going to put Mark back on because I think he's still got something to show.
Oh, nice.
Yep. So, I guessed it.
You see that, all right?
Very
nice.
nice.
See it, all right. It's big enough, isn't it?
That's a toy. I would like a model or a toy of Blue Thunder.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
I'm after the toy, but it's like £600.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah, they did a 1/18th, didn't they, a few years back? Yeah, it is nice.
Yeah, that is a grill.
Sean says that's awesome. For whatever reason, I can't get. There we go. It will.
That cost me £10. Believe it or not.
Excellent. Excellent. Andy, did you say you had something to show us?
Yes. You'll like this.
Not
something I normally get.
Dalek, alien side.
Dr. Pooh.
Now that can come to a shop near me soon because I'm not particularly interested in that. So if you want that, if you have any,
okay, yeah, cool. I think I've already got one in stock, but I don't mind having more.
Okay, I'll bring it along when I have a minute.
So it's ready for another day,
Well, I think I have a little pile for you, don't I?
You do, yes.
Yeah.
I got that as one of my lots.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yes, please. Can I have 4?
Yes. That would fit nicely in my collection of Mighty Maxes.
That will fit nicely in my collection of birds of prey.
So
Nice little
was
collection of
that
Trek.
Star Trek's version of Micro Machines?
Yes.
Yeah.
No. Star
No?
Trek's version of Micro Machines was Star Trek Micro Machines.
Yeah, but
Yes,
the micro men, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, the Klingons are teeny tiny. They're
Oh,
hilarious.
it's a generation version, isn't it? So it's
Right, so
like
it's Star Trek's version of Mighty Max then.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. I guess so. I haven't really thought about it in those terms, actually, but yes. I mean, it's Playmates. It's still Playmates, like the larger figures, but it's just, tiny things. I've got a Cardassian ship up there as well, actually, that's unboxed, but I got this in a shuttle as well in the lot. So they're
What
quite
character
cool.
was in there? Worf.
It's Worf and AN other.
Generic.
Includes Lieutenant Commander Worf and Garon, the Klingon.
Yeah.
Oh,
Chancellor.
Garon.
Yeah.
Robert O'Reilly.
So,
We make glory come to your house.
yeah.
Yeah.
Got that as well, which was nice because I've got.
Nice.
I got a nice minty carded Batwing from Myrtle. I've got the Batmobile at this scale as well, so they're a nice pair.
Yeah,
I've got a loose one as well, but it's a bit random.
Very nice, is that?
Does it have that one in the cockpit as well?
Yes, there is one. Yeah,
excellent.
I think I've got a Batwing.
So that's quite tidy. And the really nice thing that I was going for, which I managed to get, was this beastie, which is a battle damaged NX-01.
Oh, very nice.
And this, I mean, I got the whole lot with this in it for less than I would have paid for this by itself.
Oh,
so I'm quite happy with that as an outcome, even though as I was able to go and collect them as well, so I didn't have to pay the postage on it, which is unusual for me. I haven't tried it yet. I haven't tested it. I think it's been out of the box, but I do really like this scale, and the Diamond Select quality is just mind-boggling. So quite looking forward to getting out and having a little play with it. So
it does look nice, does that?
I mean, I'm not that fussed about it being battle damage, but then the NX-01 frequently was, so I don't really have a problem with that as a concept.
It's ablative armor kept taking a pounding. That's what I liked about Enterprise is that they had to return to Earth for repairs. They didn't, because they didn't go that far out.
Yeah,
so they still returned back to perform repairs and things like that.
They got the odd repair and upgrade and resupply and stuff as they when they popped back. Yeah, absolutely.
Because that was the thing that always bothered me about Voyager, was the fact that starship always looked pristine. That should have come home battered, absolutely battered.
Infinite shuttles as well, which is always handy.
Yes, infinite shuttles.
Infinite shuttles.
Did you say that was Diamond Select?
Yes, it's a crossover. It is both Art Asylum, but it is also Diamond Select.
Yeah, Art Asylum made it, and Diamond Select distributed it. But then Diamond Select at a later date ended up buying Art Asylum, just like they have done with Gentle Giant. Yeah,
it's like Diamond Select is the most eclectic company ever. What they release, I'm just like, it's amazing. Really amazing stuff, like their Iceman from last year.
Yeah,
that looked great. The completely translucent
doing some great
and
stuff.
like £25, and they had Ghostbuster stuff, and they just have really odd scaled random stuff every year.
Well, I got one of my first pickups from a certain local toy store emporium was a rather large Diamond Select bird of prey, which remains lurking above one of my Eagle Moss cabinets even today, and it was a beast. It is absolutely huge, but that was in that range, so that, I felt it would be rude not to, and it's kind of turned me on to that as a range, because I've never seen it. I mean, for me, not being a model builder, they're being completely pre-made. That's definitely my sort of my landing zone, if you like, because I wouldn't attempt anything like that from scratch, not a cat and owl's chance. Mm-hmm. So to be able to get them at that sort of scale, pre-made and battery operated and all that sort of good stuff, yeah, absolutely, I'm there. The same reason I pick up the bigger Playmates ones as well when I see them in sort of reasonable condition, because they're a good display size as well.
What's this iron gear thing that I can see at the top of the screen there?
That's one of my collections.
It looks epic.
That does look quite cool. Is that a model kit as well?
It is, yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Very nice. Do you want to tell us a little bit about it?
I was gifted this from a gentleman in the Netherlands, and he has built it. It is built.
Okay.
All right.
But it is all in the box.
All right. Okay.
And
Nice.
it's just something that he decided he didn't want to enjoy and build, so he sent it to me.
That's very kind of him.
Mm.
I could do with some friends like that.
And it's complete, and it's an old kit from what I'm led to believe, from
It's Bandai,
80s, maybe 90s. And it's a very nice piece. Very nice. I love it.
Is it from a particular IP or anything, or is it something? Well, I'm going to say, is it something original to Bandai? But I suppose Gundam's original to Bandai in a way, isn't it?
Well, this is Gundam Iron Gear. It was.
Is it Gundam?
Yeah, it was the start of Gundam.
Okay. Interesting. So one of the more generic mecha in it or something.
Yes. But what I want to show you is something that I received as a gift from my other half, and it's not old, but I love it to pieces.
Oh, really?
And it's 2 years old.
Wow.
Oh, you secret squirrel, you.
2 years old. And I have not even opened it. It's never been opened. I've not been in the box.
I like the artwork on the front.
It's absolutely exquisite.
Oh, that's Star Wars, is it?
It's got that Disney word on it. Oh my god.
Yeah, well, everything has now, hasn't it?
Oh.
I think it's absolutely amazing, the artwork on this box. And then you've got the silver letter in there right in the middle. But as a gift set back in Christmas 22, I'd say that would have been nice for anybody to receive. Unfortunately, it's got a scratch right across there.
Oh dear.
Which is unfortunate. But as gifts go, I was over the moon to get this. Very nice set. Do you want to see inside?
Well, if you haven't opened it yet, do you want to keep it that way?
Shall we take the journey and go inside? No.
Is it so far unopened?
Sorry.
You tease.
Tease you. Look, I like my little robot friend. Anybody who knows me knows that I love R2.
Oh, R2D2.
And this is a USB vacuum cleaner.
Of course it is.
And I thought it was
just a knockoff of R5. That's what it is.
I mean,
that'll come in handy for when you finish cutting stuff off your sprues, won't it? It can clean up the bits.
Yeah, but it can stay in its box because that's never going to get used. I wouldn't have thought that would have been powerful enough to pick anything up.
It's not.
You would never have thought that of a Henry either.
No.
It certainly does suck.
Thing is, I know what Screw's got at the back of his room there.
Yeah, no. I'm not getting that one out because everybody's got one of those.
No, they haven't.
Yeah, they have.
Quiver.
Yes, everybody's seen
That's the
my
proper
large
droid.
R2.
That's the proper droid.
Yeah.
He's a good droid. But he
Got
just
a bad motivator.
he lacks motivation. He needs to do better.
Ooh.
But if you want to see,
Yeah, but that droid's a Jedi.
It's
No,
not.
that's not canon anymore. That's not canon anymore.
It is. It is. He's
Dude, if you want to see
a Jedi. He's going to come out in The Mandalorian as being a Jedi. Like
Well,
everybody
he's
else.
No more a Mandalorian than Ben Riley's Spider-Man.
There's
There
an
we go.
Or Miles Morales.
It's got more horsepower than a Sabine anyway.
That's
Put it
a
on.
bit
Oh,
bigger.
yeah.
So which
I'll give you
version's that,
Mark.
Screw?
Sorry,
Which version's that?
this was the first.
The first what?
Yeah, first edition.
Of
Biggest anyone, isn't it?
It was the D'Agostini.
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
I've
God.
never even I tried to power it up, but somebody sent me a dud battery.
Oh,
It
right,
looks nice, but can I just... Is it me or is it just the camera angle? Does the dome look a bit out of proportion?
No, it's the camera angle.
It's half scale, isn't it?
I think it looks about right.
Yeah, I've
Is
had
that-
that.
It just looks a bit tall.
No, that's right.
Ah, that looks a bit better. It might be in the angle.
Camera angle, yeah.
Yeah.
This is my baby.
Nice.
I love that forever mirror that we've got going on there.
Yeah.
It's a multiverse.
Infinity and beyond.
You've changed your name again, Ed. I've only just noted. Have you got out to show us?
Well, just them. Which you saw. I mean, I showed them on Sunday anyway, didn't I?
You did.
I got them. The battle chargers from X Transbots. Really nice. They are really nice. They transform well. They look really nice. The posability is amazing on them. But yeah, I really like those. They're not particular
Can you get a
pieces.
closer look there? Can you lob him on big?
Pardon?
Can you lob him on big so we can get a closer look at them?
Yeah, of course. You might not have seen it, might you?
I haven't, no.
Whomp.
There we go.
Oh,
So, yeah.
cool.
There they are.
Run amok and run about, allegedly.
So that's the Trans Am, and that's the Lotus.
Awesome.
But yeah, they're both nice.
That's a Knight Rider and that's a James Bond.
You know what? Easy to do it that
Oh.
way, won't it?
I had that coming, a nice white mat because there were some folk that were moaning on Sunday.
That's fine.
So they're sick of folk moaning.
It wasn't wrong. It was a
You
suggestion.
can't see it.
And then,
You
oh,
can't see
this
the white
came.
one now.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow. Look at the size of that.
Look at that.
He's got a big one.
Wow.
a Sloppimus Prime.
This is a
Yeah.
big boy. A very
What?
big chap.
So that's Shogun Warriors then.
No.
Big enough, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is
Amazing.
Pangu,
Yeah.
this is Pangu Toys Commander PSO one. Got a little magnet with it, and you touch the. Where do you touch the magnet? There we go.
Man, I love it when they go the extra mile and put little touches like that in. It's just ace.
Is it a magnet? Or is it the Allspark?
It's supposed to be a piece of energon, a slither of energon, and it activates his. But yeah, this is my Pangu Toys Commander.
Oh, thank you.
This is the one that I thought I'd ordered, and it was coming on a ship, like slow boat from China. But it actually turned up. It turned up quicker than I thought it would do, actually. And it wasn't. It didn't come on a boat. But yeah, it's really heavy. The plastic is remarkably good quality, and he fully transforms as well.
All right. Okay. Cool.
Quite simple transformation to him, and yeah, he's just a really big lad, and I got him for an absolute steal because I had a load of vouchers and points
Cool.
to spend. So
That's
I thought,
handy.
why not? The only thing I want is I need a bigger Autobot logo for his shoulder there.
So when you get in the trailer?
Pardon?
When you get in the trailer?
No, they don't do a trailer for this.
It'd just be a big grey box on wheels.
It will, yeah, it will. It
We were
don't
on
need
about
a
it the other week, weren't we? That full remote control one that's out.
yeah, he don't need a trailer because he'll be in robot mode most of the time. So
Now,
and I think that was it. Oh no, I had that came in. Did that come in last? No, I think I shot that on Sunday. That came in.
Yeah. What's that?
Nice.
That's the Atmos project.
Oh, it's got to be done, hasn't it?
So yeah.
Said.
I didn't say it.
That's what he said.
And those have been my pickups. Oh, yeah, Mark. That's Horace.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
Things are fine. That's Horace.
Yes, that's Horace. So yeah, those were my pickups. Since last we were on the council.
Ed, which
Yes.
company is making the 6-inch Horace action figure?
There's a what?
There isn't one. There isn't one, unfortunately. There's a lot of
Nima Studios.
Yeah,
I've forgotten the
probably.
I've forgotten the
They
name
do,
of
like,
the files
Minor
now.
Willy.
You can download the 3D
Yeah, that's a
print
good idea.
files. You can print your own Horace off and Manic Miner.
Wow.
But nobody produces them. I mean, I made myself a little Lego one. Manic Miner. I want to redo him in just white bricks.
Oh, yeah. Instead of the Pride one.
It's not Pride. It's not Pride. He does not associate with Pride. He has no affiliation with Pride. Those are the colours of the ZX
That is really
microcomputer.
Right, I'm going to pop myself on big screen now because I've got a parcel to open.
You're opening a parcel.
Yeah, I've got a parcel.
Show us your package.
Exciting.
Yeah.
We don't watch videos of you opening packages all the time.
Yeah, you ought to do that. You ought to do that on your channel. Do like videos where you open packages up.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
It is.
Every Tuesday night.
Maybe if you do it once a week.
Yeah, record it on a Saturday and then put it out on a Tuesday.
He's rising above it.
Oh, yes.
Foam peanuts!
Is that from British Toy Auctions?
It is. Yes, it is.
Oh, no. I recognise the peanuts.
Right. It's well packaged at least, I'll give them that.
Yeah, they do. The pack well.
Yeah.
Does it
Just
glow
the
in
stuff
the
on
dark?
the back is not good.
They ought to do, considering they charge you 20 quid for the privilege.
Yeah. That is that.
£17 something plus VAT to pack it and post it for you.
Well, my Excalibur one was £32. But
Yeah, but it wasn't a little box like that, was it?
yeah, it was £20. I paid for the lot. I've sold one thing already for
So,
175.
Oh.
Yeah, just everyone's eyes light up. Oh my god, look how that yellowed.
Wow.
Is that a top
It's in,
original?
dare I say,
Valkyrie?
good condition.
Yeah, that's nice. That's not at all yellowy.
Oh.
As you say. So is that?
there's
Now, hang on a minute.
there's a very faint tinge, I think, to the nose.
On the nose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who's made that then?
Look at the box.
Wow.
The box is in better condition than I was expecting it to be.
Yeah.
To be
Yeah.
fair.
Especially from, yeah.
And
Yeah, I'm going to mirror Andy's question there. Is that who's
doesn't
made that? Is that a knockoff?
it probably is, yeah.
Yeah.
It probably is. But yeah, it's
Or did they just go straight to Bandai?
Matsushita.
and say, can we just distribute this? Can we make this? And they went,
Well,
yeah, sure.
quite
the thing is
possibly. Quite possibly.
That is how some of them happened early on.
Well,
That-
it's
Yeah, sure. That's how it went down. It's just like, we want to sell this. Can we do it? We want to sell your dino bots, but with wings.
Just to prove that it came from British Toy Auctions.
Beautiful.
Very kind of them to put a sticker on it.
It always makes me
You
laugh.
wouldn't
when I see
believe
that
it,
on
would you?
auction Pictures. I thought, do you not? What part of this do you not understand? It's like,
Why would they put a sticker on it? It's just like
It's a lot number, isn't it?
oh, it is. That's exactly what it is.
Oh, my God.
Well, it's calling itself
Wow.
a Batroid Valkyrie.
You look like I looked when I got those Zoids out.
Instructions, which just labels it as Space Fighter.
Yeah.
Space Fighter. Even though the stickers
Nice
say
that they're there.
Batroid Valkyrie.
Yeah. It's got
Mark,
got
Mark
bits.
3 for Mark. Oh, nice. That's a proper Jetfire gun, that as well.
yeah.
And it's the arm clip as well for the
Yeah, for the fighter mode. Yeah.
Gerwalk mode.
I was going to say, don't call it that
Why?
because it's not the right word.
Well, what is it? You mean Batroid mode?
Batroid.
I need
So
to
when
look
the
at some
term
videos to
Gerwalk
see how this
is
is supposed to
moved
clip in.
Oh, God.
Jesus. Yeah.
Oh.
It's not clipped together, and I'm not going to mess around with it on screen. I'll end up breaking this brittle old plastic.
But that head mold is very, very interesting because that's not the Jetfire head mold.
No.
Does it feel
That's the
heavy?
robot.
That's probably the
Yeah.
way they got around it.
So cool.
It's Robotech.
No,
isn't it?
there are Valkyries with that head mold.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not. It's
Yeah,
not.
you-
It's not
there
to
are-
get that licensing. There are ones that do have that head mold.
There are
Oh.
variants.
Sorry, were you under the illusion that I got this for Jetfire? Right. No, I had one of these as a kid. Now, when I was probably about 10, 11 years old and we started doing car boot sales, so I don't know what brand it was. I don't know anything about it other than this is what it was.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, it's the back of it that I recognise more than anything else. The way these wings, tail fins clip over. Yeah, this is taking me right back. But yeah, no, I never had a Jetfire. It was. I'm not saying it was this version, but it probably was some kind of knockoff version. But yeah, it doesn't say Bandai inside unless that's what it says in Japanese. I don't know if the camera's picking that up. In fact, I don't know if I've got it set to autofocus. Let's have a look.
Is it the?
Can we all show and tell?
Right, I have now.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we're here for. Yeah, I don't know if anyone can read that. That Japanese writing.
Yeah. Copyright somebody,
It's
but
upside down. I think
so
it's upside
send to Terry at Little History very quickly.
Is that right? Is that what it says?
That's what it says, mate.
property of.
Yeah, I'm not going to try clipping everything in place at the moment. It's going to stay loose and jiggly
Well
for a
done.
little while until I know what I'm actually doing with it. You'd think I'd remember, wouldn't you? But yeah, I'm quite happy with that.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I'm quite.
Not jealous at all.
no, we could tell from your face you weren't, Mark.
No.
To be fair, I never showed that, did I? The polystyrene's
No,
also
we
in
came out
really
of it.
nice condition,
Yeah, it is.
which is a good piece.
I'm just amazed that it's in that condition. From
Yeah. Does have a piece of extra polystyrene stuck in a slot there, so I don't know what would have originally been there in the official one. And then
Or a
I've
second
got
rifle, or it'll
one
probably
more
be
thing to
an
open.
attachment to the spaced parts.
one more thing.
Yeah, I have one more thing to open. This was given to me by
Ah.
Mark at Forever Retro. It's some kind of mystery package.
I know what it
Thank you very much. Be sure to check out Forever Retro. I have put their YouTube link in the description for this video as well.
Well, considering what he bought from you the other day, I'm going to go. Is it a Godzilla fleshlight?
I can't believe you bought that. Well, it comes in its own tote bag.
I got this
Yes.
one.
Okay.
Turtle.
I thought it was going to be a T-shirt. Oh! I spoke to.
I got the Gremlins one.
You've got the Gremlins one. There we go.
Oh,
Oh, good
that's
night.
nice.
That's cool. That's so cool.
You got the Gremlins t-shirt. I got the Gremlins bag.
That is so cool.
I like that.
Will it fit? I'll be able to squeeze into it.
Yeah.
And then I don't know why, but I was expecting toys. Bubbles, bubblegum,
ETs.
Chupa Chups, Hubba Bubba. Forever Retro, their own stickers and fridge magnet.
Yes, they're very good, those.
Which, let's open them and have a look.
Done in nostalgic packaging.
You're already on my cutting mat.
So we've got a business card.
Cool.
We've got a Mr. Blobby style Forever Retro sticker.
Yeah. Just for cat.
A Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles one.
Yep, got that.
A Smokey and the Bandit.
Oh,
Cool.
my God.
And a Crash Test Dummies fridge magnet.
Of course, because their sideline is in printing, isn't it?
That's right. Well, that's how what we started doing, actually.
Yeah.
And then there is actually one vintage piece in here, and it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the movie. Trading cards in the original wax pack.
Oh, wow. Yeah, the bubble gum's gone all crunky.
Yeah, the bubblegum will be in bits in there, won't it?
Yeah.
Snap.
Or did you get the same ones? So yeah, and that's everything. So thank you very much, Mark, at Forever Retro.
Oh, well done.
I'm getting people sending me wax packs of cards. That you just,
Awesome.
I've got some Star Wars ones. I've got the Batman ones.
Who else has something to show?
Me.
I just grabbed my Valkyrie out.
Oh, shall we compare?
Everybody.
Shall we compare?
So this is the
They are so cool.
So this is the UN Spacey Skull Squadron Valkyrie upon which Jetfire is modelled. So this came first, is my understanding. Slightly wonky gun on this one. It was kind of a spare gun that he got given, but it's a little bit loose. But you can very clearly see that is the original sort of Jetfire mold there. There was something else they changed. What was it? Oh, what was it they changed? There's some little difference between this and the Jetfire version. I can't remember what it was now. There is some other little detail that they changed a little bit for safety or something, I think. I don't know if anyone can remind me, but it's got out of my head. It's very cool though. This was a damn sight cheaper than a Jetfire as well in this sort of condition. I mean, it's a little bit loose. It's not quite as clicky as you might like, but it's all right for display.
Like die cast.
Can I just remind somebody in control that there's somebody in the green room?
Yeah, I've just seen that.
Oh, he's opened it.
He's back now.
So what's Rudy got there then? So
I don't know.
What's your flavour there, Rudy?
Oh,
So that is the same character. So that's Roy Focker's VF1.
Yeah.
This is like a masterpiece version of.
You showed that in the interview with Ed, didn't you?
I did. Any chance I can get this on screen, I do it.
Yeah.
'Cause
I very nearly went and bought one.
I've been always I've known it would take ages to do a review on the channel, so anytime I can get it out, I will. But I've swapped out onto like the wacky big anime hands because it usually has much smaller hands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
because I want that screen accuracy on Gerwalk.
That's cool.
I love Gerwalk. Everything about Gerwalk is brilliant.
Yeah.
Why is not more Gerwalk in the world?
I used to play the GameCube game. Do you remember it? The Robotech, was it Battle Cry?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that game. Love that game.
What a console.
Oh, I love the GameCube.
What a philosophy.
Yeah.
Anything else, Rudy?
That's it. I thought we were showing off Macross. I was like, yes.
No, that's cool. That's cool. Really cool. But I could see a big green wagon as well. So let's have a look at that.
He's opened it. Oh, that wasn't the sealed one.
No, it wasn't the sealed one. Trust me. This is the one that I've
I was
already.
going to make an offer for that.
It's such a cool. It's such a cool thing from Hasbro. It really is. Got a working tow rope on it, and the box folds out into a scene. So, like I said earlier, I bought two of these. One to keep as a collectible, and the other to transform into RC. But I've had them for a good couple of decades now. I can't remember how long I've had them, but
2008 they came out.
Yep, they did.
I was just saying, are you going to paint it? That was my first thought. Are you going to dust it up?
Well, this one, if I ever get round to seeing it, I'll be painting it, because at the time there wasn't. My scale of modelling is usually 1:16 vehicles, so that was the only 1:16 scale blitz that I could find. But it's not even correct as a blitz. For the movie, they took a wagon and basically made it look like an Opel Blitz. So I've kind of gone off that idea, and now there is actually a model kit you can buy that is already RC model Opel Blitz. So basically, these are just collectibles now, and I might actually sell one at some point.
I know someone who might be interested.
I'd be interested in the sealed one, definitely.
Well, this is the sealed one.
I've got it lows. It's there on the shelf. But I haven't got the boxed version, so I'd be very interested in that.
That's the puppy. Is that on the right camera? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
So that's the sealed one. That's pristine. I've not been into that. There's a little bit of wear on the box, but yeah. We'll talk afterwards. Make me an offer.
Well,
I'll fly over.
Your people can talk to my people, and we can.
Yeah. Okay, that's it. That's my show and tell for tonight, Gareth.
All right, okay, cool.
That's cool.
It looks like Sprue's got something to show. So,
well, this was a find in a charity shop that my sister got hold of a year ago.
Yeah,
and she thought I'd enjoy it very much. It's seen better days, as you can see. It's yellowed and the glue's starting to show through.
Yeah.
But what I did like was this thing is complete. Everything about it is complete.
Is Vader on his ramp?
There was no Vader with this.
Oh.
This one came.
Why is he?
Look at that. Wow. Good lord.
Is this the Micro Galaxy Squadrons one?
This.
Oh, he's not the model.
Yeah. This is the toy.
Yeah, I think it's the Micro Galaxy Squadrons.
Galaxy
it's called.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was the model.
This is the toy.
Wow.
You can actually take this off. That's a bit.
Don't do it.
There.
Don't shake it.
But this is a project that I'm going to be going on with to clean up.
Nice.
So I'm going to be taking
a bit of weathering.
No, I'm not painting it. I'm not degenerating it in any way. I am just literally going to take it apart.
It's not clean up, it's refurbish.
Yeah, that's the word. But I've not been able. I mean, without breaking them tabs, I can't get in to get the landing gear out.
No, you won't do.
And I don't want to jam screwdrivers and things in there. So I'm hoping that when I open this section, that'll all become apparent. But what I was impressed with was the pilot and the commander were intact, although the pilot is incorrect. That pilot is incorrect because they didn't have stormtroopers in this thing. Not as a pilot.
Yeah, wrong outfit. You did right.
Yeah. So but the commander is near on perfect. Other than the fact he had a black outfit on. Not this is Imperial Ground Force Commander.
You can only work with what you've got. So
pilots and command pilots and whatnot were in black outfits. But they've obviously tried to emulate. But this is pre-Disney. This is pre-Disney.
Is it?
Yeah, I can't find the logo of what company it was anywhere, unless it's inside the ship.
So if it's the Micro Galaxy Squadrons, then it's definitely post Disney, but they don't necessarily put Disney on all the toys. You might get LFL on there, as in Lucasfilm. and looks still limited, but I don't think you'll find Disney on many of the toys. Always on the packaging, though. Always on the packaging.
Yeah.
Micro. God.
But even the guns, even the rubbery guns, are still all intact. And I was well impressed. And she said she only got it for £4.50.
That's not bad. Not bad at all.
Yeah, £4.50.
Which I was
Not the micro.
overjoyed to get.
I never find anything in my local charity shops.
No,
I watch
me neither.
People's finds. I'm like, oh, I found this. I'm like, wow. Oh, I found this.
I rely on my partner and my sister to get finds like this.
It's one of them. You go to your local charity shop and it's like, no, there's nothing there. There's some good books. I like to pick up a good book or two, but when it comes to models and stuff like that, now, absolutely not.
I think car boot sales are a better option. Our one that we have in York at Rufford, it's always full of like collector. Yeah, it's just great.
Yeah, I've got the famous one, Matlock car boot sale. Most people have probably heard of it. You've got to get in there early, though. Got to get in there early.
I was just going to say, I've got something to show Terry.
Okay. Oh. I've been on Temu, Gareth.
I haven't actually. I keep thinking about doing something. But did you just say that you had something to show?
Yeah, I've got something to show Terry that came up, I think. When did it come out? You know, when we were chatting about airplanes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Was that the last
time?
Yeah, last time.
2 weeks ago.
It's a photograph. There is more, but this was the only one I could find at the moment. But we mentioned a fairy gannet.
Yeah.
There we go. That's me in front of the fairy gannet.
Wow! Ace.
The short, stubby one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've got one in the limited edition Alan
He's got
Parsons jacket. That'll be, I think that's 1978 or 9.
It just shows you what a massive aircraft it was, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, huge thing. But then I did also find this one. Now this photograph used to be on my bedroom wall, and I think we all know what that is.
Oh, that's the ME.
No, it's Gloucester Meteor, isn't it?
Oh, it's the
It's a Gloucester Meteor. That. Yeah, Gloucester Meteor.
Wow.
Sadly, a bit too late. The Germans beat them to it, buddy.
That were taken at that would have been about 81 or 82, I think. That were at RNAS Coldrose Air Show.
So you've got bigger legs.
That eventually crashed, is it? Because I know they lost one.
I couldn't say for definite if that's the one that did crash or not, but that's
it was
unfortunately
really
the photograph isn't clear enough to get any of the registry numbers on it.
Yeah.
That's and then I've got, I think this is the Vampire.
Oh wow!
With its bonnet up.
I couldn't tell you. Vampire isn't a plane that I've done too much looking into, to be fair.
Yeah. Well, they always at air shows they used to fly the Meteor and the Vampire together.
Yeah.
And then the last one now, I won't bore you any longer. We've got a Sea Fury.
Oh, look at that!
Enfolded.
We were. Love it. Absolutely love it, mate.
I mean, that's good because it's got the registry on it. So, I mean, I don't know if that can be traced to see if it's still flying or if it's now just on display.
I'm quite jealous now because my dad never took me to any air displays.
All right. Oh dear.
Wow.
So yeah, that's it. I mean, there are more, but I'll not bore you. But yeah, I just,
Trust me, it's not boring for me, mate. I love it.
but yeah, when I if I dig the other Sea Fury one, not Sea Fury, the other Fairy Gannet ones out, I'll get them to you somehow, Terry. But yeah, there's and that's an iguanodon.
Is that a Scarborough?
That aircraft.
No, that's at St Agnes Leisure Park that was in Cornwall, but it's not there anymore. It's there you go.
Because they had done it at Scarborough, didn't they?
Yeah. I just Triceratops.
Silly.
Well, they look so realistic.
Really do, don't they? 2 5-year-old eyes.
Andy, you couldn't sound more genuine if you tried.
They were absolutely
What's that
awesome,
one?
them dinosaurs. They were.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously,
What's that one?
It is. It's very similar.
This was the very early 80s, so there weren't anatomically correct dinosaurs.
What's that noise? Oh, it's Sprue trying to show off a keyring.
Yeah. Anyway, there we go. There we go. Let's put them back, shall we?
Go on then, Sprue. Show us your keyring.
Well, this came from Tiger Toys. And I'm sure this was a part of something
90s.
else. And it was from 1997. And it still works.
Yeah, we can hear. We can hear. I've done a little bit of research, and that shuttle Tidarium you've got is actually the Revell model kit.
No, it's not.
It is. I've checked
No.
it out. It is. It's the Revell model.
No,
It comes
that is not.
pre-painted.
I was right.
that is not a model kit.
Yeah, it comes pre-painted, and you just have to clip it together.
Really?
So I was right.
Released. Well, the version that comes with those 2 little figures was released for the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi, which was last year.
Ah.
Release
sure
your
we
own.
are.
You every day, Sprue.
Dude, I've had this on my wardrobe for 3 years nearly.
They've probably packaged it up several times. You know what Revell are like for releasing the same kit.
Really?
Yeah.
Sorry, Sprue, you've not made your millions today, mate.
Oh, I like how he's just brought it to the side now.
So you
We'll
can
be going
remember
in
it.
the bin next.
Yeah.
I love the little trooper head, though. That's great.
Yes.
You can jump here.
Well, I've got another one.
Yeah.
I do have
What's that?
another key. Ring.
The Sea Fury crashed due to engine failure. Oh,
Wow.
right then.
Oh, you got the Falcon as well.
So, I mean, these keys to me say they were part of something else. Unless it's just to denote that it's a key ring.
Yeah, they came on a blister card, did those? There was a little hole in the blister where the buttons are so that you could press them. And yeah, they just came with those blue keys on.
Okay.
Yeah.
There
Like you
you
say,
go.
it was Tiger Electronics.
Yeah, they are definitely Tiger products. It's got Tiger on there and Tiger under there. Both 1997, I believe.
Oh.
Yep, 97.
Ladies and gentlemen, apparently I have. This was a couple of days ago, but I've just received the email to tell me that I've reached 70,000 views.
Yay!
Well done.
Yeah, thank you.
Beautiful.
Hey, I didn't get an email when I reached 70,000.
Ah, well, you with IQ, vidIQ.
I know that,
The
Mike.
Imperial shuttle shouldn't be making that noise.
I was going to say that was.
Oh, I'm happy now.
Out come the big guns.
I'm happy now.
Anyway, I think I'm feeling like I've getting to the end of tonight's show. Yeah, let's let's spread it out for the next 5 minutes so we get us to half past. I like to end on a nice round figure or just past it. So, does anybody else have anything else to add? Besides that.
Well, I could tell you where I'm at with the Stuka because I've got it all together now.
All right, yeah, I did see your stream earlier. You've got it all together, haven't you? It's you've even got the electrics working and you didn't lose a finger.
I didn't, for a change. So let me try and bring it out and switch cameras. Hang on. Switch cameras. Let's go there. Whoa. So she's a bit gut-hanging out at the moment, but this is the 1976 tooling of the Airfix 1-24 Stuka dive bomber. The original toolings of this, when it was first released, are now selling for around the 160 to 200 pound mark on eBay. You can pick this remold up for about 90 quid. Obviously, it's just a normal model when you get it, but with it being this kind of size, it makes it okay for putting motors in and stuff like that. So if I just stick this battery on now.
Get whizzing, dude.
I'll keep my fingers out of the way.
Indeed.
So is it going to be? Is it just going to have working parts, or is it going to fly?
Yay. So I don't know if you can see it, but it's got a proper landing light on it, just in the wing there.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And it's got navigation lights as well.
Very looks like you're at the bar.
Jericho horn on its leg. So
Straight to back and sides, dude.
And the cockpit is all fully lit as well, all the
Nice.
dials and stuff. But it's difficult to see with the lights on. So that's where I am with my little Stuka.
So I don't know if you answered me. If you did, I didn't catch it. Is it actually going to fly, or is it just got working parts?
Just working parts. It's far too heavy. Usually when I do a kit like this, I'll put servos in it as well, so you can control all the servos, remote control. The ME262 that I did, I think I showed you that the other week. That's got all working parts. I've gone to town on that one because it's 1:18 scale and I can fit everything in. But just a thing, because these old kits, the original kits, are getting really collectible now. And like I mentioned at the start there, the 1976 tooling of it, if you can get one of those releases, then they're worth way more than the current re-release that Airfix are doing. And it's the same with a lot of brands like Tamaya and other big manufacturers. If you go back in time, it's like we brushed upon IMAI the other week as well, IMAI. They made toys and they made model kits. Their prices are going insane. I mean, was it Thunderbirds? I think it was. There was a big ship from Thunderbirds, like a flying aircraft carrier. Was it Thunderbirds?
TB Charlie, you're probably thinking of Cloud.
IMAI released one of those, and it's 1,000 quid.
It certainly is.
Wow. Mark's going.
I wanted one. I bought one from Japan, where over there they were selling for 600 quid. In this country, they're like £1,000. And there's a company that do bulk shipping from Japan, and I almost pressed the trigger on it because I'm a massive IMAI fan. Just a hell of a kit.
I've got a few in my bits and pieces. I've got a made-up Thunderbird 2 that I picked up. It took me a while to figure out what it was actually, because I thought I don't recognise that Thunderbird 2, and I was getting reasonably good at spotting them. And then I actually twigged there must be model kits, of course, So obviously, there's a whole range of other things out there once you move beyond the sort of standard toys. So yeah,
I just reckon the prices on them are going to go insane because you can still pick them up for the littler kits for like 20-30 quid now. So that's what I've been trying to do, stock up on them.
For those that are starting out, it's quite confusing to, what's collectible, what's coming out. I mean, me personally, yes, I can see, the old kind of stuff and all that sort of stuff because I grew up with all that sort of stuff. But as a 3D printer, you've got those that are trying to recreate it. I mean, I've got hundreds of files recreating the old stuff that, you know, copyright. We shouldn't be printing that sort of thing because it is what it is.
Well, the thing is,
it's
design right is distinct from copyright, and design rights don't last anywhere near as long as copyright. So if you're reproducing 3D things, the regime is completely different, and that's why we get the third-party transformers, because the design rights expire much faster than the copyright. So as long as you don't use trademark names or copyright images, you can actually reproduce the solid physical items after about, I think it's 25 years maximum.
25.
So so people can do it legitimately. There's nothing actually technically preventing them from doing it. So
yeah.
I think all toys eventually become collectible, though, don't they? No matter when they're released.
The thing is, a collection is a collection to the people that are collecting it. I mean, it can be anything, literally anything can be collectible. It can be a bag of nails from 1940.
Can be. It's just whether or not there's a market.
If there's a market for it, yeah.
That's the trick.
That's what matters. If there's if you've got a buyer for it. I think nails, even if they're from 1940, anyone's going to buy them. They're probably going to buy them to use them.
Yeah.
Depends whose toenails are.
Does anybody have any videos coming up in the next week that they want to promote?
Not that I've made
video.
Pardon?
I don't have videos.
You don't have videos.
It goes live a lot, though.
Yeah.
Collector's Archive will be back next Thursday.
Oh, excellent.
Cool.
So a week on Thursday, and I will be chatting to Rohan from Rohan's Corner.
Cool.
So there may be discussion of GoBots.
Oh,
I remember the guy.
Oh, the Lord of the Rings.
I was wondering about that as well. Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that, Mark. I got that.
Well, they're hobbits in disguise.
Yeah. More than me.
Take him to Isengard.
And
we know that Mark's got a ton of videos coming up, so he don't need to tell us.
Yeah. And I may be live again on Sunday.
I've got a Boba Fett and a dinosaur to beat yours.
I really want to say mine would beat yours, but that means it beats Godzilla, and no, it won't.
Yeah. I need to try logo Boba Fett as well. So there you go.
Yeah, whatever.
Mine's rarer than your Tri-Logo one.
Yeah, but rarity doesn't necessarily mean better value.
I know that. Have you got anything coming up, Rudy?
I'm going to try and film something this weekend.
Oh, okay.
If I can.
Very good.
If the children are doing a sleepover, if the children are doing a sleepover at grandma's, then yes.
That's the trick. Yeah.
Only because I've got a load of stuff. I've still got things unopened, so I want to open them in the next few days and then get them on celluloid.
Okay, cool. What about you, Andy? Have you got anything coming out?
The stuff I want to do, but it's just finding the time this week. If I get, I'm not even sure if I'll have time over the weekend. I was half thinking about going to Doncaster on Sunday, but I'm not sure I'm gonna make it now. So, are you doing Doncaster?
Yes, I'm at Doncaster this week. Yeah, I haven't even started packing yet. I know
Super Sorrel will be there. Just to warn you.
What, at Doncaster?
Yeah.
Doncaster's not far away.
I thought it was going to be at the Leeds.
It's going to be everywhere, apparently.
It can't be in two places at the same time.
Well, you never know.
He's good, but he ain't that good. Someone just disappeared. Who was it? That was Sprue.
Oh, no.
Good night, Sprue.
He's in the chat.
He is in the chat. I can see him there. Have you got anything coming up, Dale? Or do you just flit onto other people's live streams and hang out?
I'll be quite honest with you. I'll just join in just for the fun.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you got some fun out of it. What about you, Terry? Did you have anything planned this week other than the streams?
Well, you know, I just stream all the time, so
just streaming.
I'm on at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. I've got no work tomorrow, thankfully, so I'll be streaming all day and probably all night. If anyone wants to pop in, my channel's all about sharing the love, subbing to each other. We do quite well. We get about 30, 40
Can you please rephrase that?
Hey?
It's Valentine's Day. Come on.
Come on. Each other.
It's all about sharing the love and subbing to each other.
Yeah, it is. You know, so if people
sounds good to me.
A little bit, then pile in. I don't mind people advertising the channel in the chat and that. So, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, thank you for having me the last.
Gonna watch his
2
Tiger
days
Bills.
as well.
No, mate, you're a great addition to the panel. You really are.
Thank you.
Gareth, you're always welcome, mate.
Thank you, Dale.
I jump in with Terry all the time, and you know we have a laugh and a banter, don't we?
Yeah, we do. And I'll be giving a really bad airbrush lesson tomorrow.
All right, okay.
Cool.
Well, I suppose it's difficult to use the hairbrush when you've got no hair.
Words straight out of my mouth. I was just going to say that.
Well,
yeah, thanks for having me on, guys.
Yeah, I was going to say all that's left to say now then is goodbye to everyone.
You want to end on that last comment?
Pardon?
You want to end on that last comment?
Take care.
Not that one.
Yep.
Take care, everyone. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Again next time. Bye-bye.
All right.
Thank you.